In a world ravaged by toxic spores, my last hope lies on the back of a giant wandering creature named Onbu. Welcome to the Wandering Village, a unique city building game where I lead a group of survivors, building a thriving village while navigating ever-changing things. I have to balance my people's needs with Onbu's well-being, forging a bond of trust as I explore, gather resources, and research new tech. Every decision matters in this symbiotic journey of survival. Will I endure the challenges of a poison world in this epic 1.0 release? Let's find out. Meet Genesis. Now this is our Onbu. We're going to live on for the foreseeable.
But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
Alright, so here we are in. So the 1.0 has a complete story. We'll be doing it all, baby. There you are. Good to see you, my friend. After all these years we've travelled, all the hardship we've endured together, we would have thought we'd run into an Onbu of all things. So we have... Well, we're on the back of this thing, right? So I have admittedly played this a while back when it was in early access. This is the 1.0 release now. So see, we have a lot of trees, but we are going to be following along with this stuff anyway to get it all done. Okay, build 2 woodcutting camps near trees. Let's get started with this stuff. So this is a city builder, a very unique one actually, and it's very, very cool. So we are going to go ahead and start cutting off some trees off the back of this Onbu right here, and it wants us to place them within good tree areas. That's exactly what we'll do. And the graphics are pretty damn cool. Look at this. Everyone has their own little name. Okay, place a mining camp near the rock, which is up here. So we're going to go ahead and stick this one... Well, we're going to want to hit all the rocks, right? So let's go right in there. There is obviously a road system, I believe, that we'll want to get in. Slightly faster on dirt roads. Now, I'll have to wait for them to obviously build this, but we'll start with just the tiny bit there. Assign 2 workers to our mining camp as well. Construct a material storage. Okay, so we want pretty centralized storage here, don't we? Let's go in here. They will have to cut down that tree, obviously, but each thing with their little action right there. Skylar. Miss Skylar there. They're going to start prepping some tents as well, to be honest. So let's go over here with a couple of tents. Is that too many? I don't know. Let's get 4 in. We do have a full day cycle as well, actually. We are in at 10 PM right now and counting. So we're going to go into day 2, it'll say day 1, but the second day coming up now as well. And whilst they chop that one, which trees seem to last forever here, they are building some tents also. So each one houses up to 2 villages. So we're going to need multiple. And we'll continue just getting a bit of a housing area over here. But we do want this one to build first. And there's the material storage. A very basic little place, but that is fine. Okay, in order for us to continue, we're going to need a berry gatherer as well. So let's grab one of these in. Where are the berries on the back of our legend here? Over here, we've got some. There's a few there. Honestly, looking like this is going to be our area for berries. But they're going to have to cut it down. So over here is probably best, so they don't need to cut anything down. We've just received 2 more nomads. They popped up and it came up here. So 2 nomads will arrive in another 3 days as well. So we need to keep on top of that. We're already going into nighttime once again though here. The good news is we can assign obviously more people to it. So we want this berry gatherer to come in. But I'm going to let them finish the houses first because I believe we need to get this house finished. We're going to need 1 more after that. Part of me is very tempted to get myself a wood camp in, but we will run out of tools if I'm not careful. So we do need to consider that as well. I think I will get that one there. Make sure this one's priority, though, to get some food in. And looks like, yeah, Onbu's still asleep. At some point, this thing will start to wake. Yeah, he's going to get up and he'll start to walk. So he just walks forever, basically, on the world map. And there's certain things around that abandoned encampment at the front on the world map that we can collect resources from. So let's get some workers on the berry bush. So there is a base of temperature that is a problem here. So requirement berry seed. So used by the berry gatherers to plant berry bushes. Okay, so they will plant some around. This is all different. Build a clay gathering camp near clay and assign some workers. Okie dokie. This one's probably... No, that's not clay. So this is clay down here. we're going to want to hit all of those, really. That's going to be the best at the moment. And then we will continue to get in dirt roads where we can. And as we get stuff out, we will put it back in again. Now, yeah, look at that. So we've traveled 3 kilometers total, by the way. The game, you do continually travel as well. It's quite cool. So let's have little challenges. I love that, you know. I think that's pretty damn cool. Right, construct a research building. So where do we want this thing? We want this pretty central, right? I think we've got a bit of a housing area over here. Let's put it down here. Okay, so these barren berry bushes, you can uproot and it'll give you 1 to 2 seeds per time. So as the berries are gone, we don't want to uproot all of them, actually. Got to be careful here. I'm going to uproot some at a time because they are growing. So they are collecting food, but we'll want to grab some seeds from ones that aren't quite there. So hopefully we get lucky and we get 2 out of it. We only got 1. I'm going to manually harvest and remove all of these random berry bushes around here, and I'm going to get them put over into the same area. That makes a hell of a lot of sense to me. We're going to allow 2 more nomads in. We've got to be careful that it isn't going to get too far out of hand. I think we've got, yeah, we've got enough housing for another 2. And there we go. Research building coming on in. So inside the research tree then. So this has definitely changed. Holy crap, there is a lot. Wow. Okay, so we are obviously the only one we can do is the air well. Let's get that one researched ASAP. I'll probably allow 2 people into there. Actually, let's get more. Yeah, we'll go for the full staff. Yeah, there it is. The water tank and then the farm. So we'll be able to get some kind of food. We do need to cut certain trees down there to decide where the farming area is. And I think I might put it up here. And there we go. You can see berry bushes being planted nicely around here. So that's going to come in pretty handy for all our food needs, isn't it? Okay, the air well is done. So we are going to get the water tank next, which makes a lot of sense. Though we don't have water, do we? Let's get the extracts water from the air. There we go. Air well. So we need a couple of these in. We want them probably by the storage. We'll go for now probably over here. We'll get 2 of those in. That's high priority 1 of them though. And I'll take these out until the water's done so they can get cracking on with building. And there we go. We have water. There's only 50 storage in here that we can do, but we are collecting pretty well with these. So we should be able to start the research of this momentarily. And in the meantime, I'll probably reduce, honestly, the quarry down. We got some pretty good clay and stone that we can reduce these workers down on. But let's make sure we get these guys in. And then we have 1 spare worker to do little bits of building should we need them as well. And there we go. The water store should be good. So we want these to keep working. We want to collect up a whole load of water, if I'm honest. It's going to be really important. And then same with food as well. At the moment, obviously, we only have the 59 berries. So fun, man. Let's go on out. Onbu health. Current heart rate. Okay, he's all good. We're coming up. We didn't stop. Oh, no, we can't grab that until we explore anyway. Onbu, we can't guide him at the moment either, so he will choose a direction to walk in. We'll have to see which way he chooses, but we're nearly at 40 kilometers already. And that research has now finished. Let's go ahead and grab the farm. And in terms of storage here, we're going to go ahead and make sure we get water tanks in. And honestly, we'll stick to this area as a bit of a storage zone. Probably get that one cut down as high priority as well. Okay, we're pretty full on these, so we're going to need to continue to build. I'm going to leave little gaps because they're going to build little bits around them, and I'll casually say that we need to get rid of some trees for those houses at some point. So we'll let those start cutting them down as well. And the research has completed. So we've got landscaping, which learn how to place some basic decorations to increase the attractiveness of adjacent homes. The horn blower, which is how we guide the Onbu. Pantry, store all kinds of food, and a flop house. So flop house, makeshift housing for 30 villagers. That would probably be quite handy, but honestly, we're going to be pushing to get some of these. So I'm going to go for the pantry here. And what I'm going to do is get the food, the farm straight in. So this one, we're going to need as much space as we can. And right here makes perfect sense. We'll probably move that over 1 more. And we're going to have the farm as high priority here. So they're going to switch hopefully to that one. And that pantry is done as well. So we can get into corn plantation, cactus plantation. All of these matter later on, I'm sure. But let's go with landscaping then. Oh, so we can't do landscaping because we actually don't have what it's asking for there. Maybe the horn blower or the flop house. I'm getting like a temporary big house. Probably for the best, isn't it? And let's just move these guys out so we can get some work done for a moment. We have 16. I think I'm going to need... So we've got 18 houses. We're building one more over here, so we should be fine. And there we go. The farm is done. So we're going to need some kind of plot. So let's add one to here. And we'll plant beet, as it says there. So we'll get a couple of people in there. Let's get maybe that as the plot. Don't know how much we'll need, to be honest. Let's start with just a little bit. We got the farms in. We got our first achievement there. And that was have a berry gatherer in the range of 16 or more berry bushes. So we've done pretty well by harvesting and getting them all set up over here. Check me out. I'll try and get as many achievements as I can in this one as well. Mark at least 3 objects for harvesting. Ooh, there's some mushrooms. Now there is the drag one here I can get for harvesting as well. We'll probably want to just crack on and get these as well. The mushrooms are good. We're already 1 week in as well. And now this is freed up. What are we doing? So research, we're just waiting for the clay to come in. So we'll have to get the workers in there. But how many have we got? 5. So let's go ahead and do that. We just let them harvest this up and then they can come work. I'm hoping we get random mushrooms again. Not sure what that is. Dry clay deposit. So when it collects moisture, we'll get a new one there as well. We're going to allow the more people to come in because I do need the workers and we have enough housing. So we'll try and get to that 20 before we move on. And hello, someone wants to talk to you. What the hell? My friend, have you heard the rumors going around the village? Some people are growing concerned about a strange pile of rubble they've discovered on our Onbu's back. There seems to be something buried there. It's hard to tell what that is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Come on, dear. Aren't you the least bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. Right, so we've got this strange rubble at some point we'll want to dig up. So let's go ahead and do it, I guess. I'll set it to be cut up then, and we'll see. Look at this. We've got loads of beets growing as well. So we need to remember to change with the season as these things come on as well. I can see that the Onbu is getting pretty hungry. Although we are walking towards hearty mushrooms. So fresh, healthy food for Onbu. And we've travelled 60 kilometers. Oh, he's off to bed. Bless him. He's tired, so we're going to have to sit here for a while. Villager needs have increased as well. Well, we are trying to research that. So in a moment, we've got 10 more clay. We'll be able to research those needs and actually help pretty well. I think I'm going to go ahead and get in another storage, material storage as well whilst we wait. And I might put it down here because they're having to travel a little bit far. So we'll get it for these two here. Let's get that high priority. And they are currently clearing this also. So they're doing pretty well. There's 50 set of resources that we need to get off that. And there we go. The research has finished. So we, well, probably want to grab this pantry actually. Shall we get one? So it makes a lot of sense for us to, well, firstly be able to get in the dirt road across here. And then we'll go ahead and get in 2 pantries just here. And that's enough for these 2 zones, right? And then what we can do also is grab a dirt road up to here and up to here. Okay, let's take a look at research. So we have obviously the flop house done, which I also need to get in. Do I want to go on to these new plantations? That's clay. Let's grab the hornblower because it is just 50 wood, and that's something we can research straight away. So 30 villagers. There's more susceptible to poison due to the cramped conditions. So minus 40 poison problems, but we could slap one of these babies in. I'm actually going to focus up one of the pantries here so I can get all the berries and stuff moved in and stored, because we are starting to get beets in now as well. This is amazing. We're getting loads of stuff in. And this thing, we've got 35 of 50 left as well. Now, our clay deposits are looking pretty low, so we might need to move this. And then once moisture comes in, okay, the clay deposits will grow out. So that one's nearly done as well. So we probably want to just reduce that down. There's no point harvest them too quick. Let's allow these more to come in now. We are obviously building the large housing eventually. Maybe not worth the 100 clay right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of that. It's not sensible right now, in my opinion, and we can make do with tents. Now, this specific woodcutting camp here, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. We get 100% refund. We will take the tools back. And I think we can make do with these 2 for now. We'll make sure we move them. This one's getting pretty low, so we're going to want to get another one in ready, actually. Let's go ahead and move another one over. And the beauty of it is we're going to be able to completely clear this zone ready for more housing as well. Now, research-wise, obviously the hornblower is done. I'm just trying to think where we get the herbs from. Can we grow herbs? I Got all sorts of mushrooms growing over here. I'm just looking. Where are the herbs? Okay, eat command. Commands Onbu to eat only works at designated feeding spots. I'm going to try and get that in. Did we already go through the feeding spot? We didn't. We want to get this research in before that one so he can actually eat. He's pretty hungry. It's going to make him pretty unhappy. I need to figure out once again where we get the herbs from. So there has to be a building that we can do this with. My college. Plants and harvest mushrooms as ingredients for Onbu. Heal shroom. No, so we can't get through that anyway until... What do we have? Got to be a plantation, right? Herbalist there. Plants and harvest herbs for medical use. So we need to get down this way. So stonemason needs to come in at some point as well. Okay, we'll work towards this then. Some better housing down here as well. So that's good. Okay, moving camps. Move building function. Oh, there is a function for this. Silly me. And you can fully move it with rather than destroying it. Okay, lesson learned. Construct a hornblower and assign a worker to the hornblower. So, hornblower will probably have just out of the way. Yeah, it does need to be in specific spots. And it has to be at the front. So, let's go and put this over here. And we'll get that one in. How's my extra resource doing? So, we've got plenty of people. Let's fill out the strange rubble and get this one cleared then. It looks like our Onbu's waking up again as well. And we have the eat command. So, we're going to be able to go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab the... Honestly, the stonemason. I'm trying to get to the herbalist as quick as we can because we want to get along this section here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Once we've got the herbalist, after we've got our slabs, I'm going to grab these guys here for different plantations. I think I'll decide to get another clay gathering camp over here as well. This one's mega over here, to be honest. I can get this right in range of all of these. There we go. Okay, mysterious structure. Decay, overgrown ruins. We don't know their original purpose. Repair cost is wood planks 30 and 30 stone slabs. Okay. We either repair or we can deconstruct. I'm going to repair it. My curious mind wants to know. Stonemason has been done now, so we are going to... Well, whilst we wait for that one, we're going to do the corn plantation, and then we'll work on a stonemason building, which requires stone to then be turned into other bits. And we'll want to go probably over... Yeah, that works. I'm going to actually set these to be taken for our berry plantation here. And as we're getting bigger, I'm going to go ahead and get some more water and stuff in. So we're going to get another air well. And I fit one over here. Partly tempted to get rid of that, but actually, yeah, let's do that. Can we move the house? Don't think we can. So I'm just going to replace it with a couple over there. And we're going to go ahead and get another air well in here when we can. The corn plantation is done. Is there anything we can do in the meantime? Carpenter we're going to need. I think we grab the carpenter because we're waiting still for the slabs. So when this bad boy goes in, we can obviously high priority that one. Get another worker on there. We can get that moving as well. So what I'm going to do here is just assign one to that clay deposit and then one over to this one. So we'll be gathering from two instead of just the one. And actually we need a whole bunch of clay. So let's get another person in that one as well. I think our hornblower is good. But before we go any further, let's just take a look. So we're going to need to hopefully command him to eat. Do we need to do that via this? Eat, we do. Okay, so we're going to, as we're coming up to that, we are going to need a hornblower in as well. So I'm going to leave that person in just so I can command to eat here. I can see, actually, we've got some nomads on the road. There's various things. There's also this abandoned encampment. And some kind of shrine, which has ancient notes in. Build a scavenger hut to be able to see that. Okay. We shall do the horn command when we get there as well. I'm actually tempted to get in another air well right here. I think I'm going to move the research area afterwards and then fill this with air tanks. I'll probably move these houses over too. Alright, research is done. Stonemason's still not done. Got the carpenter. Where can we go to from here? I think sleep command we're not going to be able to do. Let's grab the cactus plantation then. Alright, let's see what they said about clear the strange rubble as well. I didn't realise. How interesting. It appears to be an ancient structure. Some kind of tower, maybe. What do we make of it, dear? Interesting indeed. In all my years, I've never seen anything quite like it. Or maybe... No, couldn't be. Either way, it seems to be in remarkably good shape, given its age. The foundations are intact, and many of the other parts look usable as well. If we can figure out how they fit together and supplant some of our own resources, we might just be able to repair it. I don't know what we could stand to gain from this. Our resources are limited and, in my opinion, better used elsewhere. But dear, it's not knowing the exciting part. I think we should do it if we can afford to. But either way, that isn't our decision anymore, is it? No, it's not. It's mine. Behave yourself. Now, I am staying out on this mode right here just to make sure that we can eat when we get there, which we're nearly there. Look. There we go. Successfully command Onbu to eat. So he's eating some mushrooms. Hopefully we can get this go all the way down then so we have no hunger issues. And I'm going to slow it down and we're going to continue to do our thing. Okay, we can start to make some slabs now as well. I'm going to get 2 in the mining camp, 1 in the slab so we can keep the same amount coming. This one's going to run out soon, but we can move it to a better position afterwards, to be fair. Oh, I see herbs. Okay, let's grab the herbs. So they have popped up. We need quite a few. I think it was 10 for our first thing. Is there any more? Not quite. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. There might be some more under the trees. I do see little bits. Yeah, there's like hidden berry bushes and stuff in the trees, but not quite. Decided to move on. He wasn't that hungry then, I guess. All right, let's also go ahead and get our carpenter. So we'll start to plan out this wood structure stuff as well. We'll get this over here. And I can see we have our first stone slab in, so we should be able to get the herbalist thing in. Now, if I can just grab herbs via a different route, that would be even better. I'm going to go ahead and get another stone camp in. So I'm going to get a second one just over here. Let's get these mined out pretty sharpish. Probably put a second priority on that one as well. And I think our cactus plantation did finish as well. I'm not sure if these are better than what we've got at the moment. I'll stick to beets until we have an issue. But just looking on, we're requiring refined resources to go along this one, but we're not for these guys. That seems to be all Onbu related stuff. And then this one, let's grab the tomato plantation when we can as well. Just so we've got it all. We could have a second farm, couldn't we? Oh, you can tell Onbu to run. Definitely not going to do that yet. I'm happy for him to just walk. Okay, we've got the carpenter on the go now, so that's good. We'll start to get some planks in. I'm just thinking that we're going to need extra wood cutters here, so we'll get a second one in there. We've got the 2 in there now as well, so 4 in total. That should be enough to keep on top. Wood doesn't seem to be a problem, and with our second stone harvester now, we are getting a good amount in, so research shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just got to wait for these to come in. Okay, he's turned. You've encountered a small group of nomads looking for a new home. Will you let them join your village? Yeah, go on then. Hopefully there's nothing too bad with them. Plus 3 healthy people joined, because sometimes they won't be, I guess. We are now up to 27. We have enough housing for none now. We're on 30. So let's go ahead and get some more in. Just wondering if we can make do with... No, I think we'll just have to get them in at a different date here. We'll get 2 more. Oh, I've just seen this one here. I think I'm going to do this actually. Onbuologist. We'll not do the plantation because actually it's only 5 planks, some stone and some mushrooms. And I can grab... mushrooms, no problem. There's quite a few around here. Okay, the Onbuologist got done pretty damn quickly as well. Holy crap, they get through this super fast, man. So, where do we want to go from here? We have quite a few options, and actually they're not too expensive. The kitchen, simple meals, which increases quality. That'll be for happiness if we can get ourselves a kitchen in. I think I might do that quite early because we're still waiting on... no, actually, let's grab the slabs. We can do the herbalist, can't we? Oh, Onbuologist, sorry, has started, and then we should be good. There we go. Sorry, they've got the resources for it. Then we'll do the herb farm. All right, we've got an upcoming crossroad here. What I'm going to do, he's going to go to sleep soon anyway, but what I'm going to do is try and push for this patch of mushrooms here to get him fed, so we don't need to worry about it. We've hit 112 kilometers now as well. Just stomping on like crazy, crazy people. And I'm going to slow down on letting people in now. We are completely out of houses, so I'm going to get the one more tent in to accommodate this. As you can see, I'm leaving gaps. This is for, well, making nice things for them. And the Onbuologist is complete, so let's go for our herbalist now. Got everything we need for the herbalist. And we will go ahead and get this one. So gathers knowledge about Onbu and creates Onbu notes. I'm not sure what this thing does, but... we'll give it a bash anyway. This thing can go over here. It's like a little Onbu setting area. We're also going to want to set this to be repaired. And I'll put this low priority so because it's quite expensive. Now, in terms of wood, we could probably get a second person in the carpenter for sure. And then in terms of stone, I could probably get another one. We seem to be harvesting pretty well. I think my main concern is the fact that we don't have good storage nearby. Let's get material storage right in there as well. We'll get that one high priority though. And I think we command Onbu to lie down. He's have to sleep, mate. Look at him, the cutie. I think he will. Does he just lie there or does he sleep? Yeah, he is going to sleep. Perfect. So we can do it. We click on this. Northeast or southeast. We're going to go northeast. They both have the same, actually, but we want to do it to satisfy this. We'll go for, when in doubt, go left is my motto. That's the equivalent of the left for me. And our herbalist. Oh, my God. We are definitely getting through these pretty quick. So feeding trebuchet, that will help. Mushrooms for Onbu food would be a good shout as well. Should we stick to... We're going to use all the slabs, so I'll make do what we have. Let's go for the... we're going to be able to grab landscaping though, aren't we? Tell you what, let's make the herbalist first. This is a farm in itself as well, so we're going to need a slot for this thing. And we're going to want it... Think herbalist. I'll go over here as much as I can. And honestly, that you just gets through this research super fast. So we'll have that built in a moment. What do we want to grab? Is there anything without the slabs? I feel like that we carry on with the tomato plantation then. And I'm not overdoing it at the moment, by the way. I'm making sure we don't use too many slots. For now, this is looking pretty good. So we don't want to use more water than we need to, right? And we'll save some for the herbalists kind of area. Here we go. So I guess we got to wait for the growth on these before we harvest them. There we go. Okay, so that's what I did wrong. I harvested too early on the herbs. And there we go. Tomato plantation already done then. Let's take a look at what we want to grab. So sleep command, we definitely can't do. Mycologist. Let's grab the mycologist. And then we need one more wood plank in that onbuologist. So I'm going to force that one in. We have, actually, it's worth noting, done quite a bit of this. Look at that. We've got our stone slabs and wood slabs going in for that as well. And there's our onbuologist. Assign at least one worker to it. And this will produce Onbu. Oh, right. That's what we need for the research is the Onbu notes. So what do these things do? The shrines give ancient notes, and then we have Onbu notes, so multiple things. Okay, scavenger hut is next on their list of things we want to do. I want to finish this mysterious structure first then. I also want to get in this herbalist. I think that's really important. Mycologist complete. Let's move into our next one. Dung collector. Used as fertilizer. That one would be good. It's the 10 planks though. We can start to research stuff with slabs. So I'm going to go for the kitchen next. Because we are going to have everything we need. I'll probably let's give an extra clay gatherer here. Because this one actually has, well, it just needs 2 stone slabs and then wooden planks are done as well. Okay, so herbs. We're going to plant and harvest. I'm going to put in a nice zone for this thing to start. Probably nothing too crazy, if I'm honest. Don't know how many herbs we need yet. And it's not quite the best temperature for it, so we'll get 60% growth. And here he goes. He's on his way to stomp now. He has got up, so we should be able to, like I said, we said northeast. He accepts my commands, which is good. So we can go on up that way. Looks like, yeah, this thing is being repaired. The mysterious structure. I'm sure this is going to be something of worth for us. There we go. Right. Antenna. An ancient structure utilizing unknown technologies occasionally receives strange transmissions. Oh, what do we have? There it is. How wonderful. I can't believe we managed to repair it. Dear, isn't that just like the thing from your father's stories? What was it called again? I think you're right. It appears to be something called an antenna tower. Legend has it these towers could capture vibrations in the air and convert them into speech, connecting the ancient wandering cities to the people on the ground below. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know if it works yet. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's activate it. Would you do the honors, my friend? Do I have to click? Oh, I do click it. Okay. There we go. One strange tower activated. Wonderful. And if anyone else out there also has one of these antenna towers, we might be able to hear them. I didn't think I'd get so excited in my old age. Theoretically, yes, but let's remain vigilant. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we can't afford to trust just anyone. Could you at least try to feign a little excitement, dear? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. We'll have to see what comes up then. Wait for a transmission. That's fine. So we probably want to work on this. We also have this mycologist that we're going to want to get. This has to go on dirt as well. So we'll want to pick a spot for this. And honestly, it makes sense to go right here. So I'm going to get that in right there. And I'm also going to go ahead and get a bit of a dirt road over to this section here. Let's also continue on around this. And we are 20 days in, guys. Things are looking, well, questionable, to say the least. It's going to be a while until he can eat, but we should be okay. I want to work desperately on these guys. So the moment we get some herbs in is when I'll be happy. Just found some more herbs, so I should be able to grab all of these. Must be as we're going into new territory, actually. All right, my mycologist is now constructed, so we'll set plant and harvest. Let's just get some of these already in, as why not? I don't think we need loads, but I think we can do some, because we'll need to make some kind of food. We'll just have one person in there kind of tending to the mushrooms. All of these do cost water as well. At the moment, obviously, we're just using air wells, but our global storage is 329, so it's looking pretty good. Main thing is more food, though. I do want to look at tomato. Okay, so the only thing we can grow in the current temperature is beets efficiently anyway, so... Alrighty, it looks like our kitchen has been completed. So seawater collector collects salt water from the ocean, only works when Onbu is surrounded by water. Not beneficial right now. There's the village doctor. I'm actually going to put landscaping in. I know we don't have the resources for it yet, but we are going to very soon. We have 8, and honestly, these guys are almost done, so I will leave them where they are to get that one researched, and we'll go ahead and get in our kitchen. Now, we'll want to place this... where do we want this thing? Kind of a good slot right there, isn't it? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, it looks like we have a transmission as well. The antenna, it's working. It's actually working. Oh, low. Well, lol. Hear me, if you please. We hear you, but the signal's rather bad. Could you please repeat? You, Onbu talk, a blueprint, upgrade, antenna. Hello? Hello? We've lost the signal, but it looks like they managed to send us something. Let's see. It appears to be a blueprint of an upgrade for our antenna tower, just like they said. An upgrade for this thing we just dug up out of the ground a few days ago? I'm really not sure about this. How in the world would anyone have access to this kind of technology? Don't be so skeptical now, dear. Everything has worked out so far, hasn't it? But I don't think we can find the materials the blueprints calls for on our Onbu. We should keep an eye out for any landmarks on the ground and send scavengers there. Once we've completed the upgrade, we might be able to re-establish contact. Considering the fact that they mention Onbu, they might have even more invaluable information. Well, my guess is then we're going to be building towards some kind of like civilization that isn't any longer affected by the poisonous gas around the place. It's all the way over here, so it looks like all we need to... Oh, we can do that now. So we are ready for Scavenger's Hut, which is good. Cool. So I'll let them finish my current research, then it's on to the Scavenger's Hut. And it looks like these mines here are the ones that contain our iron ore. That's fine. I'm going to keep an eye on this because our Onbu will need to eat. I'm just having a quick look. Yeah, cool. Love to see truly how far we do walk. It's quite exciting, actually. Well, that research finished. Let's get straight on to the Scavenger's Hut. No problem at all. And we now have our thingies. So these add a decoration radius with all these sorts of stuff. So we're going to want something with not too bad a cost here. So anything with wood does give a bonus here. So let's maybe consider this then. So this side of it, we will have one new there. We just have a row of the trees. And then, honestly, it's kind of cute. Yeah, I love it. Let's just get these guys in. So a little flower bed and a little tree in between all of these houses. I will be replacing some of these with the bigger ones when we can get to it. Probably going to get another person into the beetroot one as well because food requirements are going up. So we're going to want to plant a little bit more. And I'm tempted to add a few more plots here. Nothing too crazy. Just start to build around it. And he's deciding to eat anyway, which is great. So we're at our food source here. Nothing too far ahead that we can see. Okay, in the kitchen then, we're going to want one cook. Let's go for berry muesli at the moment. Looks like, hold on, beet soup. Okay, berry muesli makes a lot more sense. So we'll work on that. We'll have one chef doing that at the moment. And actually, it fills them up even more. So refined, it's 2 out of 3 bars. That's amazing. So that's going to be really, really handy. We're going to need to move this woodcutter's lodge now. Let's get this over here. We're looking really good on the carpenter, but not so great on the stone. So the more we can do for that, not really. Don't really want to build any more houses until we've got other stuff in either. So I'm just looking. Decoration. We should be able to help them once the rest goes in, and they'll be pretty happy once these are built. So there we go. Beautiful. So their needs should be fine. So we've got a happiness of 8. We need 7 to attract new ones in, and their needs are of 2. So as soon as this research is done, I need to let this one happen. We'll be able to move on then. Because I will need to start scavenging really, really soon. We're missing out on quite a lot of resources that can help here. And there we go. The research has kicked off. So we will be scavenging before long. I think I'm going to go into houses afterwards. I'm just going to chuck in some more tents in these gaps. Because I think these are doing enough for all of them. And then we just put some on the edge. With decorations, we should be fine. Now, Onbu's getting both tired and hungry, so we'll need to consider that. He's probably going to sleep around here. We've got another food spot this way, so we want to utilize these as much as we can. We do have the ability to get some more nomads if we do that. And there's our scavenger's hut. So let's move into the hut itself here as our next research. And let's go ahead and get the scavenger's hut itself. So this thing will also need to go over here somewhere. This can go at the back though. Yeah, let's put it at the back. Maybe up here. Also going to get a another clay gathering camp just in this one here. So once these are low, we can push in for the building on that one as well. You know what? We have no tools for this gathering camp. So let's disable that. Okay, we have our scavenger's hut ready to rumble. So we are going to go ahead and send a party. Now this is going to give us 10 biogas and 5 iron ore. Lovely. So we can send them out to grab stone and stuff. There's not much we can do, I guess, and the further out we are, the worse it'll be, but we do want to grab these. What's this? Elefly egg. Can be cooked or planted by pest control to grow an elefy. We just need the iron ore for now, though. What is that? Onbu's sleeping spot. We found a comfy spot, free of any poison. So, which way do we want to go? I feel like forward makes a lot more sense right now, but although they're the same, right? Might find some tools amidst the debris, so we're gonna... Yeah, I'll see if I can go northeast. He's accepted it as well, so that's good. I think he's gonna lie down and we're gonna be chilling over here for a bit, but that's fine. Okay, so there's this now building upgrades here, so we'd have to research building upgrades, advanced funnel, and a special membrane. 25% increased production speed in all environments except arid ones, so we're not going to be able to do that yet. A lot of what we're waiting on is for research. Alright, scavenging party is ready. So they've brought back... What did they bring back? They got the iron ore, right? Yep. So we can actually... Can we go and scavenge that? No, we can send to that one, though, and get hold of whatever these are. So let's do it whilst he sleeps. And then for us, we should be able to hit this improved antenna. So we need 15 iron ore. So yeah, we do need to keep going out. Got one here. We can hit another one as well. It's ruined settlement there. No. So we'll try and hit these. And the research has completed. Right, so research tree is huge, but that's good. Scavenger's hut, we're good. Is there anything there? Building upgrades. Let's grab the feeding trebuchet next, because it does want us to do that. And our hut is in. So this then, we're going to want to destroy out a couple of the other ones in favor of the huts. Just going to go with those two for now. Quite big though, and they only hold 3. There we go. We have one. We'll have some that aren't okay. So I'm just replacing in here. This will be enough for 4 eventually in here. So we'll have to build a larger area of these, which is fine. That's what we'll do with the huts. And then we'll be able to get in little bits of gardens when we need them around that as well. Now it is raining, so we'll be able to capture some stuff. Scavenger party. What I've noticed is they can go outside of here, but they need to create rations. Now if it's within the circle, they don't need to create rations, which is quite handy. And the feeding trebuchet is done. What do we want to go for next then? Well, we're quite far in. I think village doctor, we do need to be careful because we are going to be into... Wow, what's this? Yeah, into some dangerous areas now. Raises happiness by 1 while fully staffed. Let's grab the village doctor. And what we're going to do is grab the feeding trebuchet now. Over here. Alright, so in terms of food, I'm going to up the amount in my kitchen here and try to get these changed. So when they run out of berries, we'll flip to the other stuff. I'm thinking beetroot related. So we'll get the beets in. But yeah, food is getting pretty crazy. So we're going to need another farm. And it doesn't matter if they overlap a little bit. Let's put it up here though. And we've cleared this out. So the feeding trebuchet will be in soon. We are now walking. So should be going forward. I'm not sure how we grab this one. But main thing is sending out for scavenge when we need it as well. I think they prefer the comfort in these houses to housing quality and decoration total. Amount of beds 3, and they have better poison resistance than these guys. So we do want to try and get rid of them eventually. So I'm going to set both of those to be deconstructed, and we'll get in more huts when we can. Looks like our feeding trebuchet is now done. We can feed some mushrooms. Does it throw it over? I'm hoping it does. Looks like we need to sort our farms out. So let's go where we can to start. Honestly, going to do more beats on this one. Feed Onbu with a feeding trebuchet. I missed it, but he's good. Feeding worked. So we chucked him 10 mushrooms. Awaiting decision. Okay, what do we have? As soon as your scavengers step into the mine, the ground starts to shake. Let's check for another way out, or we might be stuck here forever. Confident they'll find a way out. Stick to the plan. Plus 22. Yes. Well, that paid off. So I can now upgrade this beauty. Don't see anything. Oh, we can reach this one. We can send the party for 30 bread. Why not? It is time. The upgrade is complete. Well done. Though we'll have to wait for someone to contact us to see whether it has actually made any difference. This thing gets more and more hideous the longer I look at it. Hideous? I think it's okay. It's, let's just call it, beautiful in its own way. Okay, so this thing now has better range. It is definitely getting bigger. So we have the improved antenna on it. What do I know? He's up off a nap though. Sleep's completely done, which is good. Keep the scavenge going. I'm going to try and hit each one of these when I can. Should we just check out the village doctor? They're struggling for the research. Should we wait whilst we're grabbing this and do something else? What we can do is I think the sleep command's actually really sensible, and I'm going to do that because we've made those things. So what happens is if we ever get to anything dangerous, we can get him to sleep just before so we can actually run through it. We've got some good zones coming up, so I might go down into this biome here. Let's go southeast. Onbu accepts, and scavengers brought back 30 bread. Nice. And that research is done. So we're actually going to do the building upgrades like it's asking for, which is over here. We just need some more planks. So we'll get that one done. What does sawmill do? Ah, we can go against these. So the quarry and sawmill are what we need to have permanent. We can go against these, like 1,000 wood, 1,000 stone, that type of thing. Is there any other large chunks? We've got another chunk down here, another chunk over here, and one over here. That's good. So let's go ahead and get another hut in then. I kind of want to get rid of those two. We have a transmission I need to speak to as well, but I just want to get this place first. Let's see if this is any better. We've received another transmission, and it seems to be our mysterious benefactor from last time. You actually managed to complete it. I'm impressed. How is the connection on your end? Hello there. We can hear you loud and clear now. I am Waltrald, one of our village's elders. On behalf of everyone here, thank you very much for the blueprint. But if I may ask, who are you and why do you possess this technology? Right, I haven't properly introduced myself. Call me Nona. I've always been interested in learning new things, and residing in an old research facility surrounded by ancient books and technology has certainly helped. But Nona, why did you contact us? Would you like to come here and join us? Well, thank you very much for the offer, but I can't leave this facility just yet. No, there is something much more urgent that I need to discuss with you. Surely you've noticed the spread of poisonous fungi is getting worse every day. Well, for us it's not too bad so far, Nona, to be fair. Unfortunately, a lot of people are seeking refuge in our village. Many of them are already afflicted by the poisonous spores. You're right, there isn't. Not if we don't do something, that is, but with your ability to survive out there and the technology at my disposal, we might just be able to fight back. Fight back? How do you imagine us fighting back against what has plagued this world for generations? Scattered across these lands are relics of the old world. I'll tell you more about them when the time is right, but know this, I do have a plan, and with those relics in hand, we stand a chance. Okay, so after a bit of waffle there, we're agreeing to listen. She's going to tell us where the relics are. Okay, so we just got to wait for the relic-related stuff is our next step, and there's a bit of a trust issue, but that's fine. Okay, both ways are fine then. So, do we want to keep grabbing iron ore? Kind of want to go to these, because we can get rewards from tools. Might let him choose, to be honest. I think we've said come this way, right? Let's get the iron ore. So, we need more housing too. Oh, a bit of an oddball that has the relic. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, hello, how can we help? Flying scavengers. That is correct. One of my beloved carrier pigeons, Biko, has gone missing on a recent sortie. He must have gone lost inside of a poison storm, and I don't know what to do. Okay, so in short, he's lost his pigeon. He wants us to have a look on the map inside of scavenging a poison storm. So we've got to wait for a poison storm to show up and then scavenge it. So, okay, that's fine. Bit of a weird guy, but here we are. Now, here's something I'm going to do, and I'm going to build another stonemason. So we have a lot of them. And I'm actually going to go ahead and build it over here now. Okay, let's go ahead and get the upgrades now. So 3 tools and 50 clay with 300 production speed in humid environments, 500 production speed in damp environments, but no water production at low humidity levels. Let's play it sensibly and get the advanced funnel. And with that, we should be able to now go into... Honestly, smoking hut sounds great, but I do want to go back to the village doctor. So let's go for that one. And scavengers have completed. So I'm going to send the party because there's tools. He's decided to come down this way, which is fine. I'm going to put some street lanterns in just in the middle here. I think in terms of the housing, now it costs wooden slabs, but I'm thinking about setting up something where we can put them in the middle. And the path stuff can move as well. It's not really that big a deal. I do want to bring path over this way though, and maybe up through here. Also going to go ahead and get in another carpenter, and we'll get 2 people into this one to start building slabs out as well. So we've got plenty of thingies. The next one we're going to grab is the large stone quarry ones that we can mine out as well. Okay, we have a decision over at the camp as well. What's this? Scavengers interfere with shaman ritual of native tribe of the settlement. Furious start threatening your people. Okay, grab what you can and run away. I can make an offering. What do they want? 15. There we go. 1 worker died. Seems your humble sacrifice is not what they wanted. Lose a villager on a scavenging mission. Instead, the locals capture one of your scavengers. Did we get the tools or no? Don't think we did. Well done. You've learned all the basics and I'm sure you're ready to lead us now. I'll keep an eye on your progress. Cool. So I think we've just finished the tutorial completely. Okay, scavenge complete. We could... Oh, there's wood chunks there. I don't think I'm going to... Wait, is there anything we want to grab? Want to spend that effort on this? I think we're going to need a bunch of iron ore, so it's probably worth it. Now, in this next kitchen, I'm going to go for berry muesli, but we'll just have 1 in there, so we can have 2 sets of meals to eat based on that. Now, we're also getting really full on storage, so we're going to need more water stores as well. And I'm going to continue on up here with 2. And these guys, we just need them slabs in, if you could just kindly make more. Oh, there's a shrine over there, so we're going to go northeast. Hope it doesn't trust my commands. We're going to try again. What is that down there? Decontamination facility as well. Survival gear and biogas. We want to go that way because there's the ancient notes. I'm sure we're going to need those. Like 75 for the quarry. I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's going to be a long old trek till we get to it, but I think we're going to save up for it. I think that's sensible. Right, we're going to have to go into the village doctor as well. Where do we want to put this thing? You kind of want to build these a little bit further out. Now, we're going to go houses over here. That's fine. We're going to go... Let's maybe go over here. Village doctor. I'm going to go ahead and feed Onbu again as well. Just to try and get him to trust me. Should help a little bit. Normally would see... I think a balloon goes up and feeds him. There we go. He's catching the food. Make you happy. It'll help a little bit. I wonder if it means I can go ahead and direct him now. I really want to go northeast. Please go northeast. Come on. Oh. Did I look at that one? I did. There's one down here actually as well, so it doesn't actually matter, although I don't know if we'll reach that. Come on, go that way. Nope, he's going the opposite way. Of course he is. There's 2 over here, though. We don't have the package. What's that? Poison storm. A whirlwind of poison spores. Birds often get lost in here. That's our quest item. That's probably why it's forcing me that way then. Okay, so the quarry itself, we can put against any of these. And actually, this is fantastic. That one... Well, we're going to need to move that mining camp. Get you down there. Let's put the quarry in here. And we're going to dig out this stone chunk. That didn't take long for pest control. Let's move into the... Well, we're going to come up to the desert really soon. So I think we are going to need some kind of different water source, right? I'm going to get the town square in next, though. And we're going to send the party to the poison storm. All right, it's time to try and remove the external parasites. Now, this thing can go anywhere. So I'm just going to... This one probably over here then, next to the doctor. Let's get one in there. So we've... satisfied this. Then hopefully we can find it. Cure all poisoned villagers. We have 1. Research town square. We're doing that one as well. So we can hold festivals. Oh, there's a puddle you can harvest that comes on their back. I didn't see that. There's little puddles should we need them. Okay, we have no tools for the large quarry, so we'll let that one continue. We need to probably break one down. Let's deconstruct that for the 3 tools. And the quarry is constructed. So we're going to have 2 permanently in there now. And that should replace it for that 1,000 there, so I don't need to worry about it. And that gives us 2 more tools to work with. Clear this stuff out, and hopefully our herbs we can clear off the poison. There you go. We've got Ella Flea. So we're going to plant Ella Flea and then harvest the eggs automatically, I think. I don't know what that does, but we'll do it anyway. There we go. We found him in the poison. We're back. Wally, are you okay? Don't worry about me, dear. We found the bird, but he's in pretty bad shape. I see. Let's notify that Pidge guy immediately. Pidge, we found Biko, but... Oh no, he's dead, isn't he? I knew I shouldn't have sent... No, calm down, Pidge. He is still alive, but he was inside that poison storm for quite a while. As for further treatment, pigeons are actually rather good at taking care of themselves as long as they can find herbs. I'm going to send him on his way, and that is next in our research. Hopefully I can get what we need out of him. Thank you so much. My boy is back. I'm the village elder. Okay, come on. Please let her know that I'm eternally grateful to you all. Should you ever need to transport resources to settlements on the ground, my birds will be at your service. I've already sent another bird your way. He should be arriving any minute. Farewell, my friends. Goodbye, weird bird guy. All right. Accept the first seed from Pidge. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's clearly some kind of seed, but I don't know any plant that could help us fight back against the fungi. You managed to find it. Well done. What are you holding in your hands is a seed of the almost extinct species. If we can get it to grow, it will filter the air, neutralizing the poison and thus cleanse the soil. That is certainly impressive if true. But is that your entire plan? Planting a tree and waiting for it to save the world? Certainly, yes. Planting these seeds and waiting for them to save the world is ultimately my entire plan. Their effects are much more potent than you'd think. It would only take a few decades to make large portions of the world livable again. I'm aware that this is still a considerable amount of time. We will, of course, need more than just one. Okay, then why don't we plant this one right now and find out just how potent they are? That won't work. Like I said, these are relics of the old world and they have been in a stasis for a long time. We'll have to treat them with a special compound to revive them. But I'm still looking for the ingredients, so in the meantime I'd ask that you continue to gather these seeds. What I gather then, the seeds, basically out on the world map, if we find people that need help, we should do it. And that will basically allow us to get more of said seeds. And seeds are pretty much what are going to change the world. I need to get him to feed. Did you get past? Yeah, there's some food here. Just eat it. It's right there. Accepts my commands. Good. Right, he's going to eat here, so he should be fine. And then hopefully he'll sleep. Yeah, we got to find one more seed. Look. Now, which way do we want to go? I think, honestly, I want to go southeast. He doesn't trust me still, though, and he's going to go that way. I don't want to go near that heat wave, really. We have a little bit of stored water, though, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm going to work on where we put these pantries and stuff going forward. And actually, the kitchens are over here. I think this is fine. Yeah, he's gone through. So we're scavenging. It looks like we can grab sand and stuff from over here. I do see this. That's water, so we might need that. Best thing we can do is confirm how many resources we have. We've got 700 odd water, so we should be okay. Just going to grab the Onbu kitchen as well, because that is going to get a little bit harder to manage eventually. Don't really want the poisonous fungi. A mushroom that needs salt to grow. Rock trumpet. Turns rock solid when grown and can be harvested for stone. So you can basically grow stone. I don't think I need that either. Honestly tempted to get another berry gatherer in as well. So let's choose where we want to put this. I want it near the pantries again, but we don't want to overlap too much. So, is it okay to go over here? I think so. If we just get another one over here. Someone wants to talk to me. Greetings, travelers. You have the privilege of listening to the holy word of Ontos, leader of the ancient order of Onbu. So it's true. Our scouts have reported the silhouette of a venerable Onbu rising above the horizon. It's been hundreds of years since we were graced with their presence. We of the Order believe that Onbus must remain free from human exploitation, for it is humanity's past transgressions that have caused them great suffering. Therefore, we ask that you prove your loyalty to the Onbu by creating a strong bond of trust with it. If you're able to prove your worth, we shall entrust you with a holy relic that has been in the possession of our Order since the Great Fall. A divine seed. We will be in touch. Okay, that's our seed then. Increase Onbu's trust in you. Let's get this... well, firstly, we've got an Onbu kitchen then that can help with just that. We also have the town square. Now, this thing does houses. So, where should we go with this then? Let's get rid of these. I think I'm going to go in here, and then we'll move the houses down into this bit. And then let's get an Onbu cache on the go as well. I think it's important that we get all these unlocks done for him. And then in here, we will start to produce the mushroom ball. So 20 mushrooms makes a ball. So we'll try as much as we can rather than feeding it mushrooms. That means we should be able to get through without killing it from food, which is good. And let's get one lot of staff in this stuff for decoration purposes. And then the next lot of houses we can put around here. Just going to straight get rid of that row. We're going to start moving it down here. So we'll get... You want to leave a little bit of a gap. I think there's enough range to do this. Hopefully that spore cloud's gone before we continue on. That is coming through, which is a problem. But I'm going to send the party out either way. And we'll carry on grabbing resources. And let's get our next berry gatherer on. Hopefully we can get these planted around here. We do have enough seeds to do so. So we'll hopefully be able to grab a bit more food from there. Then in the kitchen, we'll get a second one in for the berry muesli. Research, we're good, I think. Onbu, constipator. So decreases. I don't think we need any of those from it. I'm just wondering whether we grab these. Yeah, we'll get the Onbu medicine one next. So I'm just going to go through, destroy out a few of these and readjust. So I'm going to get rid of this and just try and make the houses a little bit better, actually. Oh, what is this? Poisonous sporelings. We need to make sure all of these are gone. We're going through that poison cloud, aren't we? We don't have anyone to deal with these. Oh no, first disaster. We don't have an auto kind of thing for this, so I'm just going to have to harvest it as the poison comes through. Okay, we're coming through the worst. Now we do get a poison meter for Onbu, so that's why we need the healing. And we do have poison healing for our people. I think we cleared that pretty damn quickly, so we're fine. We're just fixing up a lovely housing area around the town square. Now, I don't think we have enough, so we're going to need way more. This thing doesn't have an amazing range, but it has enough to... and then we just buff it with like, bushes and stuff. I'm trying to look at what kind of the cheapest. And, honestly, we have so much wood. It's easier just to chuck in the bushes. Now, the Onbu cache, I'm going to stick over here. So we've got storage for that. Because we are producing whatever we can. And that Onbu cache will carry 5 of each as well. Let's check, though, as we come into the desert, make sure we're okay. Don't think I want the people rewards. Now, water, I believe, although we're going to have farm problems as well. So, rather than beet, we're going to want corn and cactus. And then in here, just going to let them finish that. We're going to go for polenta. And then berries, I don't think are going to grow either. So, we're going to go for... Is there anything to do with... There isn't. Okay, we'll stick to... Make mushroom soup, I guess. And then we'll hope this water lasts. We might need to keep going out collecting water too. Which we can get from these. What do we have? These stones look like Onbu's favourite mushrooms. Might cause constipation. Right, I need to organise a cheerful gathering too. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go for it. And then we need to get more houses in just around here as well. So that is our main focus, just making sure our town square is good. This would be a little bit better further up, if I'm honest. But that is okay, because I can utilize these spots here just to get a few more in. And there it is. We have the festival. And out on the map, we are going to go and send the party to the water just in case. It's not going down too slow, so we should be fine. That should be our huts covered. So really, we want to probably harvest and remove that little nodule there. And then get in another house on that one as well. Ah, the cactus produce water. Okay, so yeah, we definitely want corn on these ones. And look how many berries we've got ready for when we get out of here as well, which is great. How is the stuff doing? Let's move forward, maybe along this way. So we're going to want maybe a fishery. I think I'm going to get that ready because the ocean is going to be coming soon. Now, good news is Onbu can eat here. Just wondering where else we can make this better from here, but I think that is it. Pretty much good on houses as well, so I just need this one to go. Cool, so that was done. Let's grab the seawater collector next time. These are all going to come out really quickly, to be honest. I'm not even sure which way I want to go. I'm going to try northeast. He's accepted it. We're going to go that way and see. Now, we do want to come into these. I'm trying to grab as many tools as I can from these as well. And you probably should have ate them, mate. Can I reach food? Okay. Got food up there. And this one if he decides to. Going to feed on the mushroom ball that we have now as well. I think it's stored in here. And then we'll grab in... Honestly, the fishery we're going to need to put in, but we're not going to need it yet. So I'm just going to get it down to the edge, I think, over here. Right, I'm going to go for tomato coming up as well, because we can get grilled tomatoes in. So we'll start planting up some tomatoes in here. We'll get the cactus out. I think we'll be okay for the water. There's quite a bit. We can keep scavenging from around... There's some 50 corn in there as well, actually, so we probably want to grab that. Okay, we got a happiness issue now, so let's go ahead and make sure these guys are all good. Right, we'll work on fixing the happiness now. We've run out of wood because we've absolutely smashed through it all, so that's okay. And we're going to scavenge this 50 corn, and happiness levels should be fine now. Oh, hello. We don't have what we needed for there, but that is something that would give us a seed. I can't quite get to you because we can't create the scavenger's rations. Is that something we have in here? You know what? I might try this smoking hut out. And we'll also reduce these out a little bit because we've got lots of planks. So stone slabs are fine, but the planks are not. So we're going to want the wood for something else. If I reduce that down by 2, we should be fine. Some of the good news is it is grabbing here. What's the evaporator? Various liquids. Let's grab that. We now have this smoking hut. So the smoking hut is going in right here. And the saltwater collector we need at some point, but not right now. And I'm thinking we just grab it in here and we pause it up. Okay, smoking hut done. So what does this create? Ah, scavenging ration. Very nice. So we're going to want probably... Okay, it has to be one of these. So let's get the dried tomato then. Just one person grabbing those out. That means we can do these missions then. That's good. I actually want him to eat when he gets a chance. Okay, we'll get him to eat and someone wants to have a chat. So a new transmission. I see you can communicate on the airways and you have a seafaring vessel to boot. You mean Onbu? I don't care what you call it, but I'm glad you're out here. Listen, I have a favour to ask from one sailor to another. Not many of us left these days. I know it ain't much, but I can give you this old plant thing in return. Me and my mates got into a storm we'd never seen before. We couldn't do anything. The wave had sunk our old schooner, ripped the mast right off the deck, lost my entire crew that day. So I've heard rumours a piece of wreckage have washed up on the coast of Sandbanks lately. Could you check them out and see if they're there? Yep. Wouldn't regret it. Alright, cool. So that... There's another one we can find. Looks like we are going to the sea soon then. We really want... What is that? Short cold snap. I can deal with that. So how is my smoked ration stuff looking? Oh yeah, we're low on wood, aren't we? Honestly, I think I need another wood cutting camp. I don't know if I... Yeah, I have the tools for it, so let's get it done. So I'm going to have to try and turn down there so I can grab water again. I'm hoping both are okay. That's it. You go sleep. Decontaminator. That's good. Stone road. We've got the evaporator, which I'll need to get in. I'm just looking. We probably want this sawmill. Ah, there's pet Onbu. Okay. Let's grab the sawmill, though. So the berries are still growing pretty well out here, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the berry muesli. And then we'll smoke up the dried ones here for the rations. Of our good old tomatoes. Alright, he's up. Both ways are fine, so that's good news. Waiting decision over here. We have only 24 waters. We need it. Dried out riverbed. Scavenge the surroundings for other resources. That's what we want. Some sand and woods. They're not bringing back any water, are they? That's okay. We're almost there for the water, so I might need to get him to run. Get running, mate. And honestly, do we want to let him decide? See if he'll go northeast. Right, he will. Good. Right, Onbu Doctor next. I'm going to the pet Onbu. That's how we're going to increase our trust in him. I don't need any of these yet. There is a trade post. Wheat harvesting bakery as well. Gonna need to up our amount of water stores and stuff though going forward. I don't know what the evaporator does. I'm gonna give it a bash. Get rid of both of those and we'll get in one of these over here. Get Onbu's heart rate to go above 6 BPM. So evaporator, I think I'm just gonna dump it in over here, just see what it's all about. I'm gonna send out with a ration to go and grab that as well so we can get that water whilst Onbu sleeps. And now we can go to the Onbu pharmacy and then we're going to get the pet Onbu. And the evaporator's coming in as well. Hopefully I can do something with this. Saltwater evaporation, blood evaporation, crude filtration. Crude filtration we're going to do. I'm just going to get one in there because one of the puddles, is it gone? Yeah, one of the puddles is gone now. I'm going to grab in the Onbu Doctor as well. I'm just building a row of all this sort of stuff up here. What I'm going to do is get him to run now. Need to wake him up, really. We need to get into this zone so we can get some more stuff. Now, it will tire him out. That's fine. There is. Run, 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 run. Get up, big boy. We're all going to die. You accept my commands, so get sprinting. Now, we're almost scavenged over here as well, which is a little bit of water. But once we get in here, we can start collecting again. And I'm just going to build quite a few of the water tanks. I think that's probably sensible. And I'm going to get rid of those there. Going to get in a few. And honestly, if there's an upgrade I can do, that's great as well. So this evaporator can actually get rid of the tainted water as well that we collected, which is great. So, and we're going to go for the pet Onbu. So hopefully we can get that sorted. And then we've got Onbu Pharmacy, so it creates medicine for him. Let's go up here. And logs are looking pretty good again. We managed to bring those back up, which is good. Clearing loads out here. Then we're in good zone, so bring on the water once again. Right, let's go back to the beets. And let's go... Yeah, double beets then. So polenta we have no more need for. And we'll stick to berry muesli and the other one. Right, it's probably for the best that we feed him again. Okay, he's asleep, so we'll feed him when he gets up. We just need him to fully sleep this off. We do seem to be going up in poison level now, but that's absolutely fine. We're going into some good zones out of the desert, so we should be okay for a little while before we move on. So it's probably worth us trying to stockpile a little bit. If we have some tools, I can get these upgraded, so that's what we'll do. We'll upgrade one more of the water things. I'm going to continue to get some of these water tanks in. The part of me thinks there might be a bigger one soon anyway, so maybe we'll wait. Okay, let's... Well, firstly, just pause this up. Pet Onbu has been done. There it is. Gonna do it. Costs 25. We're gonna do that though. And then out on the world map, we're good as well. We're just gonna continue to scavenge whatever we can around here. Alright, food stand's probably good because it means we can feed people that are a little bit further away, which we do have going on. I think I want... Is wheat harvesting a good idea? I think so. We can go on to bread. Yeah, pretty much done here though. Some of these, there's not really much I want though. I think the dung collector is a good idea. Let's grab that one. And then the compost heap, because we'll need those. But then we'll move forward onto some of the slightly more later game ones. I'll probably grab the food stand and all this food stuff next. Then we'll move into all this. I'm going to go ahead and get third pantry in as well. I know that he doesn't like it, but we do need to probably harvest this Onbu spike. Kind of in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I get in a fifth air well as well. Let's put that high priority here. And then we pet Onbu. So what we need to do is keep kind of like petting him and stuff. So reduces 15% of Onbu's poison, slightly increases his trust in me, which is something we need to do. Let's go ahead and do that as well, because he does have 7% poison as well. Sounds from deep below before even taking a step into the mine, splatters on the wall and shouting from within imply that a tragic incident has taken place. There might be people in need. Let's hurry and check. Let's hide behind a rock and wait, or no way this will end well. Let's hide behind a rock and wait. Battlefield. Okay, we got the 10 ore. Probably the right choice then. Now we can go outside of our zone here. Admittedly, not too much that we want to take though. I probably will just grab the sand whilst we're here. And the dung collector is good. So this obviously needs to go at the back. So you never know when you need good old dung collectors. So we'll get that one in. That's actually going to come in pretty handy, to be fair. And off the back of this, we should be able to grab the compost heap, which requires mushrooms in all fairness. Might turn off the mushroom one. There's plenty of food, so let's disable that. And now we're on 74. That is literally the absolute maximum of where we can go. So we're going to need... I probably won't grab any more in. We could possibly grab a flop house if we wanted to, but I'm going to go with that there. That means we've got a little housing estate kind of ready. Honestly, I think I'm going to do this Rite of Harmony as well. He's not going to like us for taking down his little spike there, but it is what it is. I want to get a third pantry in. And we've reduced his poison levels all the way down. And there we go. The Rite of Harmony is in. Temporarily increase its happiness by 3 for 2 days. That's good. Alright, we have a dung collector in then. I have no idea. So it can be processed at the compost heap, so we'll just grab it. Leave that kind of running. We have plenty of people spare anyway. I think what I'll do now is actually allow the fishery and seawater collector to be built, because we are going to need them. We're going to need to try and keep increasing the trust here, but we're going to have to keep petting. It's going to be the kind of only way. Look at this. We have ancient notes here. What are these? Nightshade. These toadstools are filling, but put Onbu into a deep slumber. So we ideally then... I think he's eating right here, which is great. We probably... What's this? Antitoxin. Okay, he likes us for that. We're going to pet when we can. I think I'm going to try and push down this way then, because we probably don't want him eating those. Is there anything left to eat? Can't reach food. I would get him to eat again. I think he ate it all. I'm going to try and go southeast. Right, he accepted it. That's good. Right, we can grab that when we're closer. What I'm going to do is do that one now then, and then we'll grab this one on the way back, because actually getting the mushrooms and stuff is pretty good for that. Okay, someone now wants to talk to us. Hello, can you hear us? Village on Onbu. Can you hear us? Ariane. Hello, yes, we can hear you. What do you need? Greetings, my name's Ariane and I'm the leader of a wandering caravan in search of greener pastures. One of our advanced scouting parties spotted you. Yes, we do stick out a bit. Now, what I want to know is how these guys can speak to me, because obviously we have an antenna. You do, but tell me, is that really an Onbu that you're living on? Absolutely, it's been our home for a while now. I can't believe it, but even if you had been just a mirage, the sight alone has raised the spirits of my people considerably. And that has given me an idea. Tell me, do you have the capacity to make fireworks? Fireworks? Why? What is there to celebrate? Nothing in particular, but something tells me that a celebration could remind them of better times and lift their spirits even further. A festival full of music, laughter and lights that cut through the darkness. Proof that there is beauty to be found even in the darkest of times. Amen to that. Will you help me give this gift to both our people? Sounds interesting. We will see what we can do. Build at least 5 firework launchers. Research and build a community plaza. Hold on, how do we build firework launchers? Ah, there. Cool, okay. Well, why the hell not, eh? There we go, 5 firework launchers. And we need a community plaza, though. We're still running on the other research, but that's good news. And we've officially started our first thing, so I don't know what we're going to do with that, but I am happy about it. I'm also going to grab myself another farm here, guys. This one's not going to be as hefty. But I am going to... See, here it looks perfect to me. I can overlap it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and demolish this. And we'll lay out our roads afterwards. Because even though that overlaps, that's still okay. Alright, let's add those workers then. And we'll get a nice chunky zone for these. Probably overlap these as well. Absolutely fine. And we'll just work on beets pretty heavily here. Just to make sure we have plenty of food. We're looking okay though. Right, our compost heap is done. So this thing obviously is disgusting. So we're going to put it away from everything. Probably over here. And we're going to continue on. So compost heap, food. I'm not bothered about getting food decomposition. We'll just work with that. So we can go... Well, there's some pretty good stuff here. Do we want to go down this way? Don't think I need the boarding house. Although 30 beds. There is these cottages. See, this is kind of where we want to go. But that needs bricks. So let's go. I don't want to waste my water. I think we're okay to grab the brick furnace next. There's another one over there. I've just spotted it with 2 more in. We'll finish this one off. Part of me wants to go to this to get some more of that, but I don't think we necessarily need to grab this one. Problem with going this way is, hold on, we could end up hitting the poison. Is it a bad thing if he goes into a deep sleep here? Not really. Yeah, let's go northeast instead. I want to avoid the poison, really. I'm sure there'll be more. And there we go. The compost can do biogas or compost. I mean, the compost... What I should be doing is one of these farms, in all fairness, should be using the compost to get the extra efficiency. So if we can convert this into that for now, I think that's pretty important. And as we're going up this way, we're going to have to go out to this one as well. We'll send the party out. Grab those. Might tell Onbu to run. I'm going to run straight past these nightshade. I don't want him eating those. And then you can walk. Perfect. And what we probably want to do is pet him as well. Our ground toxicity here. What is this area? Poison. Fine. We're looking to sleep hopefully in here. Right, brick furnace done then. Let's go. Sculpting is advanced decorations. Trade post could be pretty cool. Need bricks though for that. So all of that is bricks. So we will attempt to go into that momentarily. Let's grab the food stand. Actually, let's grab curing. So brick furnace, we'll probably put this down here. I'm still going to continue building kind of a bit of an industrial zone here. And then water's pretty good here. So we want more air wells. I honestly want to move this. Yeah, let's do it. Research building can go. Let's move it over here. Got another air well there. And I'm also going to go ahead and destroy these guys out. We'll redo the roads after. The material storages will move down this way. I'm going to fill this with air wells across here. And I'm going to accept these people in. We're going to need one more house for them. I think they'll be okay over this way, actually, next to the fireworks. Once this rock goes, we'll have housing to build over here as well. I see the ocean. So we have the opportunity here to get pretty crazy with fish and water via this. So I'm going to grab a second fishery next to this one. And honestly, a seawater collector next to it as well. because why not? Let's get another one in here. And we'll populate those. I think we'll switch our jobs to that one. We can start grilling or smoking the fish. Awaiting decision. Right, let's have a look. As your scavengers arrive at the shrine, they're suddenly enveloped by a mysterious dense fog. The closer they get to the shrine sanctum, the more they feel like they are being watched. Let's do what we came for. Maybe it will let us pass if we pay tribute. Did tribute last time. I'm going to try it again, though. Nice. Right, we got 3 tools. High spirits. Villagers have high morale due to recent incidents. Clears the fog. Okay, do I still get my... Don't think I get my ancient notes, though, which is kind of annoying. Right, all of our water gatherers, then, are in now, so hopefully we can collect a load of these up. This is all looking really good food-wise now. Honestly, I'm in an hour on what should be researching now. We don't have bricks for these, so I can continue down this route. I really want the wheat harvesting. Let's get it, because we've almost got the water we need, and honestly, we can collect water like crazy now. I'm going to go ahead and get one more kitchen into... What are we making in here? Honestly, I don't think we have enough to do anything with that, so let's get rid. Let's pop kitchen. I'm going to leave that free. Put kitchen over here. Right, that's 80 pop. I do keep grabbing them in, so I'm going to need to obviously do something about this, but I might just get in a flop house. I feel like it's a waste, though. Yeah, let's not yet. Wheat harvesting finished it really quick. Let's go straight into the windmill. Does that mean one of these? Hold on. Wheat. Wheat is something we can do now. Do we want to do it via compost? Probably not. Let's get this guy on compost. And then wheat we'll do without. Looks like there's quite a lot of decayed crops here we probably want to sort. Oh, I've got them on only plant. I'm an idiot. Let's get you harvested. One way to create compost. Alright, I'm just going to slap 2 straight in the brick furnace. Although it takes time, so let's get 3 in there. We only have 1 spare, that means here, so we do need to keep that in mind. Oh, there it is. I see it. There's the remote hospital. Actively being used in the remote hospital. I kind of want to come down this way, though. There's a school of fish. Oh, which way do we want to go? I think I'm going to go straight on, though. I'm going to be sensible. Doesn't trust me. I need to feed him. And give him some herbs. There you go, mate. Have a scran. And another one. And then we need to scavenge whilst we're here. What is that? Nothing we need. Alright, I want to go straight ahead. Doesn't trust me. Alright, whichever way you decide to go. There's a few shipwrecks and stuff here. So, down in the ocean either way, we're going to go to. Research finished. Where's the community plaza? It's down here. 75 brick, though. We need the bakery. The salt we should be able to find from out here. And he decided to come down this way anyway. I do need the rations to be made, so I need to come up with something in here. Smoked beet is probably going to have to be the one. Let's get some people in there. We don't have any workers, though. What are we pretty high on now? Slabs, so we could probably use 1 out of there, 1 out of there, and maybe 1 out of the wheat farm. Seems to be doing really well. Maybe 1 less in there. And I'm going to need a quarry. So that windmill... Gonna have to also find a space for. I don't want to take over any of that, but our food stores are over here. So if we feel like water-wise, that might be okay for a little while if we're going to grab from around here. So I'm going to try and place it here. Right, here is good. Have a quick look on the map. We have time. I think he's going to go to sleep anyway if I send him here. So I'm going to grab the salt. Then we're going to grab this once we've got it. All right, next quarry then. Let's get it. Where are we going to put this? Just needs to be a pretty straightforward area. Here's fine. Someone also wants to have a chat. One of our villagers wants to show you something. I'm sorry I didn't come forward with this earlier, but I just realized something. This heirloom passed down through my family through generations. Is it one of the seeds we seek? Well, I'll be. To think that one of them was here all this time. Would you contribute it to our cause? Of course, though I would like to make one request. The village I grew up in where my family had lived for generations, it was different. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it here, but our old village was a place where people not only survived, but lived. If that makes any sense. In dark times, we need the smallest bits of hope to cling on to, so I'd like us to decorate some of the houses. A flower pot, some statues, anything you will do. Well, I've already done that. Oh, she's already happy. Good. Thanks for doing this. I was right in putting my trust in you. I think we could further benefit everyone by making our housing itself just a little bit nicer. Okay. Raising housing quality, already done. Exactly how I imagined it. Takes me right back to my childhood. And I practically see my Nana sitting there in front of the entrance, knitting and greeting everyone who walks by. Thank you. My ancestors would approve of me passing the seed on to you. I'd also like to contribute some other provisions I brought with me. I hope they can help everyone in our village. Well, can't complain about that. We got some a seed, 5 fungal essence, fish and salt. Thank you. So we have done that. I will click on you in a moment. I just want to make sure I'm gathering my thoughts. I do want to have a little zoom in as well. I don't do it that much. It is really, really cute. Look at it. I do love it. And out on the map, we are good also. So should be ready to grab the remote hospital in a moment. Nona is calling us. I hear you found some more seeds already. Well done. In the meantime, I've located the first ingredient we need for the growth compound. It's located in the ruins of a once great city far to the north. It was once a bustling hub of commerce, its markets filled with goods transported on Onbus from all corners of the world. But that was many, many years ago. Little of it remains today, and what's left has been taken over by poisonous fungi, so it's unfortunately a rather dangerous trip. Understood. We'll do it. Alright, so certainly once you're there, you'll be looking for a monolithic decaying structure. The ingredients should be inside. Perfect, thanks you, Nona. So Elder Waltraud, the lady, is looking rather ill still from the last adventure. We'll go there and take a look, and now let's get you back to bed. Should I get the doc? That might be a good idea, dear. I don't like this. If she had only suffered light exposure to the spores, an even slightly competent doctor should have cured her by now. Keep an eye on her, would you? So, head northeast, keep looking for seeds. Yeah, I'm not quite ready. I don't think... Oh, I can do it. Perfect. Let's grab that before we disappear. And we're going to start fishing when we come through here. Yeah, I'll keep these guys ready on grilled fish. And the windmill's ready, so we will start knocking that up into flour. We just need those planks, man. And research can start. We're going to need to go out. So we are officially in the water now. So how much water do we have? Because we'll need to convert it anyway. Either way, though, we're going to turn on the fisheries here. Free food, baby. I'm going to turn on the seawater collector. So from the seawater collector, we are going to need to do this one. To be saltwater evaporation, and we gain salt from it anyway. So we're going to grab a couple in there. What I'll do also is get in a water tank or two here. Okay, someone also wants to talk to me. You're back. Did you find any worm root? Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else. I'm Dr. Leora, the local medic. And who might you be? We are travelers who live on the back of an Onbu. Wait. This could be just the thing. Is there something you need from us? Yes, I think. I have a young girl in my care. She's fading and I've exhausted almost all available treatments, but nothing has worked so far. But this one textbook I have says something about medication made from Onbu bile. Oh, I don't want to be getting Onbu bile, to be honest. But that's what they're asking for. If it's not too much to ask, I hope the procedure isn't too invasive. We will see what we can do. Do I want to do that? Lower Onbu tiredness by 20%. Hey, he can't really sleep, so we need to get him to sleep when he hits on these patches here. Oh, look at that. There's bricks and slabs in that one. I need to command him to sleep. Successfully command Onbu to sleep. Cool, we managed to do it on the island, so we'll get him to sleep a little bit. When he gets up, we can feed him, and it just means we can chill out over here. There's the schooner wreckage that we'll need to get as well. Now, have I got enough room? I do need more people, so I'm going to have to take them in. And that research did finally start, so all our wood can go into something else next. So that'll be our bakery. I can finally bake some bread because actually we've got, I think we've got plenty coming in. So that's going to come in really handy. I do need more people in here, really. It's a bit slow. Okie doke. We managed to get our bakery and I actually want to build this. So let's get this in this gap. Away from... that's kind of annoying. That spike's going to have to go. If I dig out that, I can put it in here. And with the bakery done, I can move forward. So that's a good amount of food. Up next is going to be my community plaza. We're going to need some more berry seeds, though. Okay, so let's focus on grabbing some up from the map. Should be plenty knocking about. We'll grab that rogue one there. Okay, let's feed our Onbu as well. Poison's fine, so we'll make sure we're doing food. We have a mushroom ball. And we have a decision. The battlements of this fort feature the remains of a large battery of cannons. They look old and rusted over, but some parts may still be usable. These weapons might still be dangerous. Let's investigate. I'm going to risk it. Nice, we've got actual iron. Beautiful. So Scavenge still paying off. I am going to try and go. I've told him to go northeast and he did listen, so this is fantastic. We should be able to carry on our Scavenge around here. There's also one of these, though. How much is that? We'll be able to grab that anyway, so I think I'm going to send out to the shrine, and then we'll grab that ourselves. We'll get him to eat on these islands. We're on day 80 already, man. This is crazy. I'm going to set my berries to only harvest now, so They don't use up the seeds that we cut down, and that should stop them. So how many do we need? 15. Right, I'm going to now bin this one off, but what I'm going to do is move it all the way up here, then I'm going to break it down so it's a little bit closer for them to break down rather than having to run over here. Because we've got these guys going, so we'll make sure the quarry is populated. Stone's a bit low, but we should be able to get them out on the map anyway. Okay, we'll get them to eat here. We should be happy with that, and then hopefully we'll get them to sleep as well. Good island. That gives me time to do this one. We'll finish this one off. I can grab the wreck. I think we get a seed from this too. Let's get the party out whilst he's here. And let's get him to sleep whilst we're here. Hopefully he's happy with that. Yeah, he is. Good. Get a quick snooze on here because we don't know when the next island is. And we do want to scavenge this. So is there anything else that's pretty good here? Some seeds and that there. But I think we're doing fine. So 1 flour makes 5 bread. But 5 wheat makes 1 flour. So yeah, we want to populate this pretty hefty then. And then we'll get the bread going. That's a good amount of food that we will get from that. Okay, Community Plaza is done. Let's go ahead and get something else in before we move on. Are we close to being able to get a cottage? I think we are. Although Iron Furnace would be nice too. Deep Quarry's endless supply of stone. This process will hurt Onbu's trust in you. Might grab something easy like sculpting right now. Actually quite far in. There's quite a few that I haven't actually researched up here. We've got head northeast 3 times is this one. So we've done it once. And it looks like we finished the wreck as well. So a small silver locket means to be worn around one's neck. When opened, a slight faded picture of 2 young children can be seen. Aye, that was Kames. After the accident, went to find his family to tell him what had happened to their pa, but they'd already moved away, fled from the poison, and never did find him. So there's more wreckage then. More than 1 piece. Well, whilst we're here, what do we want to grab? Just the ones that are inside, I guess. Just realised we're on a different area. Might be better off, yeah, like tomato. There we go. Silly me. Let's switch to that. And sculpting is researched. We see what else we can do. Brick arch, stone arch, Onbu statue, and a decorative stone lantern in the form of an Onbu. Oh, these are much bigger, but they have a good radius, so I might pop a couple of these around. Kind of want them in the middle then, don't you? Okay, what do we have? Onbu's birthday. Community plazas. Yeah, I need to build that, don't I? Oh, this thing's huge. Holy crap. Okay, if we're going to do housing then, let's get it over here. We can't though because of the silly spike thing. Here then. And then in terms of research, where do we want to go? Food compostation. Is that really what we want to do? Probably not. Might grab the bile extractor then. There is someone else wanting to talk as well. Please just come and see for yourself. You are the one in charge, are you? The mad musician. Well, I'm going to get right to the point. I'm a musician, an artist. I used to perform in front of hundreds, no thousands of people. People travelled from far and wide just to listen to me. But this poison, this terrible creeping growing poison, has destroyed everything. I'm stuck here and it's been years since I've been inspired enough to pursue my art. But that changes now. You and your Onbu, yes, I know what it is, and when I heard its sounds, its lovely melodies in the distance, I knew I needed more. Make sure you pet it. Just so happens to have a rare seed in my possession. I'll make it worth your while. Okay, so pet Onbu, and he'll be happy. Let's do that. We'll take a seed if that's what you want. Here we go. How utterly delightful. The deep rumble, the happy squeals, just what I needed. We're happy we could be of help. Now, about that seed. Oh no, I'm not finished yet. I need more. More music, more inspiration, more pain. Pain? Oh, I need to cover the entire spectrum of emotion in my music, so please first construct a device that is able to cause pain. I'd be surprised if you didn't have one already. How else would you make it do what it's told? Oh, discipliner. I'm not happy about that. That's this one. Well, I'm going to grab it then. Onbu discipliner. So the bile extractor, it has to go in a specific place. That kind of makes sense. So we'll put it in. I'll extract it, but the problem is once he doesn't trust you, you'll have trouble when you get through these parts, right? You can also see another wreck coming up. So we're going to want to go northeast. He has accepted. That's good. Okay, he's pretty tired. We need to make him sleep there. Please come quickly. It's about Wally. Oh no. Is she going to die? There you are, my friend. I'm sorry that it's so sudden, but I'm afraid that this might be the end of the line for me. Wally, why? Why didn't you tell us? He has like poison on his head. My dear, dear Theo, I didn't want you to worry at all. Yes, my mask slipped, but I didn't know if I had actually caught anything. By the time the symptoms became undeniable, I figured there was a little to be done at my age. And I was right, the herbs didn't work. This body of mine has simply grown too old. But what will I do without you? It's kind of sad. You know what you have to do, dear. Have trust in the people around you and be worthy of their trust in turn. If we put our trust in Nona and her crazy plan, we might all die a little earlier. But if we don't, there won't be anyone left to miss us anyway. I know you can do it, Theo. I know that. I'll do you proud, Wally, I swear. Take good care of people and look after my husband for me while I'm gone. I will. Goodbye, my friend. Ah, she died. It's kind of sad. Oh, have I got to draw the curtain? I have. I can feel the pain go away already. Theo, my dear, dear Theo. I'll let Letty know you said hi. Oh. Bye then. No, I'm going to hold fire on any of the other stuff here, like the constipator and that, because we actually need the other one. I'm going to come this way. I really want... Yeah, I think I want this cottage, so we're going to try and get that in. I'm just waiting for this last scavenge. 87 days in, too. We're going to send our party to the schooner wreckage. So as we're pushing forward, I think it's important that we go ahead and get more houses around here. So I'm thinking grab 4 more and I can allow certain people in. So that's what we'll rock with. I'm just going to get rid of that. I think that's fair. And then we'll also get in... Looking... honestly, some bigger ones here. I'm thinking the lantern stuff. These things are crazy, though. We should be... Yeah, so we should be really looking to get one of these in the middle of everything. They are pretty incredible. Maybe one up here would be a really good idea. Let me get rid of that farm there. I'm going to get me an Onbu statue right in there. So all of this is going to help get rid of that firework thing. And we'll put in another firework one elsewhere, so this thing can just go over here. We have the Onbu Discipliner now. This one I am just going to chuck at the top. One, I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to get it in anyway. And we'll command Onbu to sleep. Get yourself down, mate. And on the map, we do need to make sure we're good. Looks like we're heading towards some land. There is a scavenge schooner wreckage over here we want to grab as well. We'll finish this one, then we'll grab that one. I think that, well, I'm going to assume 3. I have no idea. All right, what did we get? Small leather bag filled with dye. There are many different kinds, but all are intricately hand-carved from bone. Lovely. Those belong to poor Ashton, always making up games for us to play while on the high seas. I figured all his cards and boards have rotted away, but his dice remain. Of course they do. Go straight out to this one whilst we sleep then. We've got quite a bit of time to just kind of chill over here. My assumption is we've run out of material. We're going to need to hard drill against one of these soon. And honestly, getting rid of that in there is actually going to help all of these. Ah, so you do have something to hurt it. Very good. Now please use it. I need to hear the screams. That is disgusting. And quite frankly, not very nice. I'm not happy about it. Should we feed him first? I feel like... Is there any food coming up? I don't think so. We can increase trust back up after we use it. So let's discipline the Onbu. What is it we do to discipline him, though? That's my concern. Oh, the ecstasy. This primal scream born of pain. Yes. Now I finally feel ready to compose. Good for you. But now for our reward. You wouldn't want to leave before hearing the finished piece, would you now? Just be patient. Art needs time. You'll hear from me once I'm done. Starting to get really sick of this guy. Yeah, I don't know. If he was on, we could throw him overboard, but he's not. There's another schooner wreckage there. So, Onbu, I'm really sorry. I am going to feed you now, because it wasn't very nice. And we're going to have to try and produce some more. We have plenty, so I'm going to get one more back in the Onbu kitchen. Honestly, we can accept these as they come in. We will obviously need way more food. These, I don't know, they don't run that fast. Yeah, we have good food. Should we go for only plant? We'll get a big plant on. And just micromanage these a little bit. And I think we need some more water storages. So I'm also going to do that. And we'll start down here. Just going to get 5 total down here. We can deliver the Onbu bile, though, and let's finish this. Incredible. This branch of medicine was considered extinct just a few days ago. Hold on. I'll give it a quick test. I'm sorry, but unfortunately it's no good in its current state. Human blood congeals instantly upon contact with the bile. Textbook mentions something about processing it first, but I'm afraid I don't have that kind of equipment. Okay, so what do you want? Remarkable technological progress in recent times. I'm sure we could refine the bile according to your needs. Alright, so what have we got to do? Laboratory and deliver one Onbu energy optimizer. we finished that one. A stringed instrument. Its body has been smashed and its strings have snapped, but it was obviously well worn even before it was destroyed. Aye, Klaus, the old man, had a heart of gold and the voice of an angel. He used to regale us with his shanties day and night. Lived for the sea he did, and maybe it's only right he was taken by it. Pretty sure we've completed this one then. That will be all. Would you do me a favour and bury their belongings at sea? As your reward, please come find me at sea. I'm in me sloop, and given the number of vessels around, you can't miss me. So find the old seaman. Old seaman. So childish. I'm actually getting low on stone, so when we can scavenge it, it's probably not a bad idea to do that. I'm not sure if he's going to trust me anymore either. Doesn't trust me. Okay, we'll have to pet you. I'm going to send out to that though. And then let's get the petting on. We're going to get another aquarium. Not on that one though. We kind of want to use a different one, so I might just put it down here. Some rocks we can take away from there, but the main thing is that the wood is also getting low, so we're going to need to research maybe that one. What are we waiting on? Slabs. So let's change this. So my guess, we want something that doesn't require... Yeah, let's grab the blood extractor. Maybe we'll just abuse the Onbu. I have no idea. Right, we've pet it now, so let's see if it'll go... Oh, doesn't trust, so he's going to go southeast. Of course he is. There's food that way, though. Don't be silly. Okay, looks like the musician is ready. It is done, my masterpiece. Open your hearts and ears, peasants, for you will see divinity manifest. Oh, here we go. I hope it inspired you as much as you inspired me. Thank you. The seed is already on its way to you via pigeon, along with a small token of my appreciation. Well, at least it was worth it, I think. Got some glass and iron and a seed out of it. I'm not sure how I feel about his music, mind. Pretty disgusting. He accepted it. Perfect. We're going to finish this one now, which is great. We need to find the old seaman, though. I'm going to have to start going into these caves and stuff and grabbing stone when we can, because we're pretty low on it. There we go. Look at all those tomatoes we can now harvest. Beautiful. Go for a plant only on that one as well. And the blood extractor did finish. I'm going to go... we don't have enough of that. What do we want to grab whilst we wait? Sacrifice villager. Literally everything costs slabs right now, so we're kind of screwed. Not screwed, that's a wrong kind of saying, just slow. Going to be grabbing more anyway once we're done, so if I set up that, actually that might be the way to do it. I need to think about a tree nursery. Yeah, let's go for the tree nursery, because we've actually got everything we can do for that one right now. Because we are getting low. Now we should be able to get a sawmill on this one. Yeah, we'll get that just chopping through this, but down here we'll make sure this is priority for stone slabs, and we have no tools yet as well. And there's our blood extractor. So, not happy about this one at all, if I'm honest. Blood extractor can only go up here as well, so I might just leave that for now. Who is that? Secluded hamlet. Where are we going? This looks nasty if we go that way. Oh, this is the... going towards the lab, are we? Do you want to go to this? He's going to have to sleep and eat on this island here, otherwise his health is going to go down. Right, last stone slab's going in, so we can finally get some more on. Keeping a very close eye, though. We definitely need sleep on this island, so... There you go, mate. Get eating, and then we'll sleep. Because if you walk on past this, you're going to collapse. There you go. Have a nap, mate. Alright, and we'll get 2 in this quarry as well. Just start harvesting up whatever we can from there. And then we should be able to start pumping out more stone slabs. Which in turn should be good for research. And whilst we're on the island, I'll see if I can reach this. I can, so let's go and send this one. I don't even know which one that is for. Approach the structure. I think it might be for that. And then the old seaman will have to keep looking as well. This looks very poisonous though, so not that excited about going on here. I also need to start the Onbu festival, which is done in here, I believe. Community plaza needs workers. How many workers do I need in here? Holy crap. Actually, we've got more than enough, so it's fine. Okay. Onbu's birthday. We need some gases here, which actually, biogas, we can create that here. We're just going to need some global resources to make that, which should come from this when he does a poop. So I think what we'll need to do is come back this way and get the Onbu constipator, then laxative. Is that right? Yeah, let's go for it. Now, good news is we managed to stockpile on pretty good amounts of fish during this whole excursion. They're at a lower rate, but we'll keep them coming anyway. We'll take one more lot of people, and we will go ahead and build another hut as well. On the world map, we're going to see resources are looking pretty good now. So we managed to do that one. So we will obviously need to chat with someone. I'm just having a look at what is going to be sensible to scavenge here. And I think, honestly, I kind of want these bits that are knocking about. Could have grabbed those as well, but we don't have the expedition ingredients. I could kill the fish up, so I think that's sensible. Let's go for cured fish, and I'll get 2 people working on that. We'll try and build up a little bit of a stockpile of rations. And let's see who wants to talk. Welcome, welcome to our humble village, dear friends. Please, please sit down. My name is Tharnis, and I'm in charge of the harvest. We certainly didn't expect such a warm welcome. Is there anything we can do for you? Well, our villagers spotted something on the horizon. Creature, a mythical creature whose story and image are particularly well known in our little village. An Onbu, you see. It is not common to see travellers around these parts. Do you happen to, you know, live on the Onbu? Indeed. It's been our home for quite a while now. Oh, how magnificent. How unbelievable. I never thought I'd see an Onbu with my own eyes, to witness something so ancient, so grand. Our legends hardly do it justice. You see, here in our village, a story has been passed down from generation to generation. A tale about the bond between our ancestors and an Onbu. Onbu used to visit the village every year. Our ancestors would feed it. In exchange, it would leave us a gift, a harvest blessing that allowed us to prosper. Its miraculous dung. That was long ago. If you could get us some Onbu dung now, it would nourish our crops, fill our bellies, and help us survive these harsh conditions. We can't offer you much in return aside from the seed that the Onbu of the legend left to our ancestors. Well, I mean, we can get ourselves a seed. Now, someone else wants to have a chat, do they? Onbu tranquilizer that can be injected into Onbu at an injector. Lowers Onbu's heart rate if we scavenge that. I'm going to keep going to these though, really. I think we'll grab these when they're close by. Alright, we are well into it. I'm just looking. Air wells produce tainted water now, so we've got to be really careful here. What we're going to need is lots of workers in here to fix the tainted water. The only problem is it uses clay. Now, we have clay. So I'm going to turn this clay gathering camp on as well. That should cover everything, so we'll be all right once these gather. And I've turned the fertilizer off on my farms as well. They're producing just fine. We might just need to, anywhere that is using more water, we need to chill. Poison levels are a bit higher too, so we need to keep a close eye on everything that's happening throughout this. I do need to harvest things that are here. Heals and grants temporary resistance against losing health. I'm going to grab that because, I mean, if we can do that through healing, that would be fine. And our research has finished, so I'm going to come more this way now and see if there's anything we can grab. They're mostly going to be from slabs, but I want to get to these guys. Although, where is the Onbu medicine? Should we give this trade post a go? The music has gone pretty crazy here. Onbu has stopped and right by this strange structure. Is this where we're supposed to be? Yes, the first ingredient should be in there. You're looking for a large container labeled Liqueur Amni. It should contain several vials. Take as many of them as you can. Got it. Our leader and I are going to lead a small scouting party inside. Are you sure you want to go inside, Elder? The concentration of poisonous spores is probably quite high in places. Has Waltrode recovered from her last outing yet? Oh dear. I'm afraid she died a few days ago. Oh no. I'm so sorry. If you need some time, you could send only the scouting party and I will guide them. Or we could postpone this altogether and circle back here later on. Nope, I have to go. Not only is it poisonous inside, but the entire structure is in state of decay. Okay, let's go. The big red button. Nona? Yes? I've been wondering, how was a structure this massive damaged to such a degree in the first place? Did they not tell the tales of Onbus rampaging through the cities of your old village? Well, yes, I had heard them, but I didn't believe them. Given everything else we know about Onbus, but the stories are true. This structure was built in a time of great wealth for the wandering villages of old. They would dock their Onbus, load them with goods, and transport them somewhere else. Often the only means of trade between distant settlements, everyone relied on them, and in turn they could charge whatever they wanted. But when times changed and their wealth was threatened by new technologies like massive airships, some humans refused to change with the times and opted to change their Onbus instead. Injected them with various chemicals, enhanced them with technology to make them faster, more compliant, able to carry more cargo. That's just humans all over, isn't it, right? We found it. Killed them. Oh, here we go. Am I going to take them? Well done. Now, please continue looking for more seeds. The more we can find, the better. I'll be on the lookout for the second ingredient, and I'll contact you as soon as I know more. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Take care. Right, well, good news is then we're doing pretty well. We don't have the means to be able to grab this sort of stuff, but it does look like we'll be able to grab some kind of glass and that eventually. Ideally, though, we don't want to stay in the poison for too long, and we can get back onto the desert. My only downside to the desert is how drastic we've got to change everything to survive it. Okay, we got our 16 biogas now for research too, which is fantastic. Hopefully, we can keep the water flowing. Also, we probably want to turn these off. I don't think there's any production we can do on the fish now. Let's just make sure. So berry muesli can keep going. I think what grows better around here? I think tomato is still fine, isn't it? Realistically, we have that much from here. We would probably get another bakery. I think another bakery is really sensible. There we go. And we've got room for it just next to it as well. Can't remember what it was to make that. A lot of stone slabs. I think we're okay on them again though, aren't we? Yeah, wood is a problem though. Let's get that one focused. We need tools. So I think if I break down maybe one of these, we should be able to get it in. But for the time being, they're doing okay by keeping up on the wood there. So, all right. One glass blower next if we wanted to. But that's good. We've got the trade post, so I'll get that one in. There's the large water tank as well. All this stuff's going to be really handy, to be honest. Just thinking, though, before we move on, we could move it around and create black pudding nutritious mushroom balls. Onbu laxative, decontaminator. Do you kind of want to get the cottage, though? Yeah, let's grab the cottage. Oh, it is water dead ahead, so I might go northeast if they'll let me. Yep, that's perfect. An old landfill. Toxic fumes accelerate the growth of poisonous fungi in the surrounding mycelium. So we need to go through that. I'm going to have to sprint. Partly tempted to, well, tell him to run then. So if we, we'll quickly feed him. We have a mushroom ball. Poison isn't a problem. I can get that sorted. And we can do the Onbu birthday now. That was what we were meant to do. So let's run that. Ariane, we are starting the fireworks. Are you ready? Yes, we've prepared our best food and drinks and our musicians are waiting for their signals. Okay, let's go. I love this music, man. It's beautiful. And the fireworks are shooting. Look at that off the back of Onbu. Ah, beautiful. Because why not, right? Day 100 as well. We happen to be shooting those. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, how I wish I could see the joy in their faces. I haven't seen them smile like this in so long. For the first time in months, I can see a glimmer of hope in their eyes. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. Our people are enjoying themselves as well. It's become a rare for us to be able to let loose like that. This feeling. I wish it could last. I don't want to ask too much of you, but I've been thinking, what if my people stayed? We could join your village, share in your struggles and your successes. Together we could build something stronger than either of us alone. I kind of like her. She's not too bad. That's 6 people though, so we're going to need to obviously get in some more houses. I also want to get a trade post. Where would I put the trade post? I feel like up here is still fine. That could end up being a decent farm. Yeah, let's get this one moved. Put the trade post up here. Yeah, that's fine. Or in the ocean biome and we didn't sleep. Oh dear. Okay, so we'll sort poison. That's not a problem, but we'll need to sleep on here. Let's get our fish back up. And these guys should be catching normal water now. Yep. So we can change the crude filtration to salt water. Let's get these back on. Come on, fish, do your thing. And then bakery. That's beautiful. Putting them all to good use. We only need one more seed until our next mission as well. So we're doing pretty good. So let's get ourselves out. So I think I'll try and go north on this as well. So yeah, we're going to need to sleep on this island. Hopefully he gets there. Let's go ahead and give Onbu some herbs here just to reduce that poison down. All right, he's here. Let's get him to sleep. Still in the water, apparently. You know. There we go. Get yourself to sleep, mate. He is absolutely shattered as well, so we need to feed him afterwards. I think we're fine on the mushroom balls and stuff, though. Please keep a close eye out for this old seaman. There he is. I think we need to probably go down that way, then. We'll go down southeast. And then whilst we're here, we will see what we can grab. What is that? Ah, bit of stone there as well. Stone slabs and bricks. Let's grab that one. All right, I'm now going to get this onto permanent. So I'm just grabbing that one away. So we should get our tools back. We look to grabbing whatever tools we can from these as well. Let's just check. We've got enough room for everyone now. So we probably want to try and make these a little bit happier. And I'm just going to stick in a couple of pointy bushes around the back. Their needs are forever growing. We'll go for the trade post next. I really want to see what that's all about. Hopefully we can get our hands on some more value. It's not that anything is a struggle yet. We're doing pretty well. Plenty of food. All right, now we've got those in place. I'm going to go ahead and destroy one of these. And I'm going to go and get in another sawmill for the big stumps. and then be done with it. Hopefully we won't need to worry too much more about it. And up here is actually a really good place. That leaves us with a few for a while. And we'll make sure that one gets put in really quickly. We are kind of out of logs. And he's up. Let's go for a feed here. Might need to chuck him too, to be fair. Give him mushrooms instead, though. We'll keep that one going, and then he can eat when he gets to another thing. So I've forced this way. He should be able to... Well, we'll force another sleep on here whilst he's out at sea, but we're going to say hello to our sailor. I'm actually going to change the cottage to the glass blower, so we need 100 slabs. I need to stop building and just collect them up. Should be able to find a few from out and about there as well. And look at that. We have so many scavengers things now as well. I'm going to grab that. And now we should have a good flow of these guys coming in. So, slabs. Let's check out our production, because I'm pretty sure I reduced them down. I did. So let's get some more people in there now that we've got continuous active stone units. And we'll just put in a little bit of harvest on some of these to manually do it with our workers. Probably quite sensible. Okay, we've increased Onbu's trust. We've heard the sounds of a happy Onbu reverberating through the valleys. Sounds that haven't been heard in generations. Well done. But to fully prove your commitment to the cause, you must be willing to put Onbu above even your own people. Oh my god. Sacrifice 3 of your most devoted subjects. Transfer them life force into a sustenance for Onbu. Wow. I understand it's the greater good, but I'm not sure about this. Well, I know which research we need for that, so I can actually switch to that one. Remember that. But there is a sacrifice villager, so let's do it. And I think the Onbuologist, we can grab a second person in there, try and increase the Onbu notes as well. And look at the sheer numbers of grilled stuff. I think I want to get even more water storage in. Now, we're doing pretty well, but it doesn't hurt to have more. So, and we'll get these kind of replaced and upgraded eventually anyway. I'm going to grab 2 more. Okay, we're going to walk over this guy anyway, so we should be fine, I think. I'm going to force a bit of sleep on this. I will also go ahead and give you some more mushrooms, Onbu. And all in all, we're doing pretty well. I do need to figure out how we give the potions momentarily, though. I need those heal shrooms. There they are. Okay, what do we have? A trader is here and will leave in a few days. Open trade window. This is cool. So we can get tools. How much? Ah, so 5 tools will cost us an absolute fortune. You know what? Look at that. Our bricks are worth quite a bit. So I'm going to grab those 5 tools. That's fantastic. Is there any... I'll just grab some wood. There we go. Thank you very much, trader. That's going to come in pretty handy. It looks like he is going to go for a quick sleep as well. So let's go... Where did I say? This one here is probably a good idea down this way. And I'm going to get specialized membrane on one of these upgrades as well. And what was that? That was our sacrifice villager. Enlightenment. Okay, nutritious mushroom ball. Not that bothered by those. So let's go back down this way now. Let's go back onto the glass blower. And it isn't going to take too long. So we're going to need to build... What do we need to do? We need to feed the villager, don't we? Not all conditions. We'll feed him when he gets up. Oh, he's up. Sacrifice villager. Oh, there we go. How did he taste? Was he nice? Frightened. A villager was fed to Onbu. A cult is developing around Onbu, and the people are too scared to revolt. If they become a cult, we'll have to regularly sacrifice to them. That is hilarious. I wouldn't want to work there. Exquisite. That villager. They went willingly. They believed in Onbu. In the greater good. Seeing them consumed by Onbu still seems terrifying, but maybe the other villagers and I will come around to it. I must admit, there's a beauty in becoming part of something greater. Okay, feed another village. Go. Onbu, how does it taste, mate? Give you some energy as well. Look at the villager flying up into the mouth. Hom. There, look. Oh my god. Feels terrible, doesn't it? Feel naughty. Superlative. Only 1 more. Yes, our Onbu did look like it was hungry. More and more of our villagers are volunteering to be next. Sacrifice another villager. We can do that in a moment. Just going to get it done. But I do need to keep an eye on the map, actually. We do have this, so I think that is our other mission. Sacrifice the villager. And here we go. So, incredible. Finally, true dedication. With this, you've gained our full trust. Our holy relic is on its way to you. It shall be with Onbu and with you, its protectors. We always knew keeping the order alive through the centuries would be worth it, and we're glad to have found like-minded people, let alone one sharing such a close bond with an Onbu. I look forward to the day we meet in person. Phew, I got a little excited there. I'm going to sit down for a second. How we proceed in regards to our relationship with Onbu is up to you, but at least we found that seed. To be honest, I just wanted the seed. This is amazing. We got some good stuff from them. We've checked and there is no one in the boat. There are, however, some supplies he's left, and, of course, the seed. Let us go. So we've just gained 2 seeds, bread and water. Thank you very much, old sailor. And we are now ready to talk about the next steps. It's Nona. I hear you found more seeds. Well done, and I bring good news. I've located the second ingredient of the growth compound, though it's in a rather unfortunate location. It's a place of death and decay, overgrown with fungi and completely incompatible with life itself, which is why it has been long forgotten. Are you still willing to go there? Of course. Don't think we have another choice. I can practically feel the air growing thicker with poison every day. Just tell us where to go. You'll find it in the south of your current position. Keep an eye out for a plateau covered in clouds of poisonous spores. I'm sorry, that place just really bums me out, but I guess you'll see for yourselves once you get there. Alright. Did Nona seem weird to you just now? I hope all of this doesn't take too much of a personal toll on her. Anyway, we should get going. Judging by the sound of it, we should be ready for anything. We're about to go into the worst place ever. Keep going southeast. Let's send the party to the shrine. It's probably important that we keep grabbing that. And we still have room and capacity for more of these too. I don't think I'll be sacrificing any more villagers anytime soon anyway, but that was pretty cool. These ones though, if we find the decent heal shroom things for Onbu, that would be ideal because we've got 20% of Onbu's health. I could do that now actually. Almost there too for the glass blower, so I'm just going to let that one finish off. Plenty of water, and we also have loads of tainted water to convert afterwards. So our next step is just going to be making sure we keep our clay coming, right? Our next stone ones are going to go lower, so we will get that sorted. So trust me, so I'm going to go south, and we'll continue to keep going south as much as we can. And there we go. We managed to start getting that research done for the glass blower finally, which is going to come in really handy as well. I've just realized, look at this. Cult level 3 of 3. Sacrifice demanded. The cult demands that a villager be sacrificed to Onbu. Lowers happiness by 6. 9 days until cult level lowers. Oh my god. So there is something we can do in the research tree to deal with this. And that is the enlightenment. So we might need to get that at some point. Or we continue to sacrifice. I don't know. It will go down, I think. But it does lower happiness by 6. So I'm just noticing we are going to need to bump up the happiness. Oh, there we go. We're not. It's because of the cult. And it will go down. So the idea is I don't really want to be feeding them. So I will try and get in a little bit more of this stuff. I don't really want to be spending the stone slabs though. And that glass blower is done. So this is the sand we're going to need to try and get somehow now. We're going to continue in our little industrial area here. So when we get a warehouse, I'm going to chuck it over here. Honestly though, it makes a hell of a lot of sense to get in to here. We'll put the warehouse maybe this end as well. Let's crack on with the old estate over here. I have no idea what it is, so we definitely go into it. And I see we're getting into some kind of lab stuff now as well, which could be pretty handy. Just getting in a couple more pantries because all our food buildings are full. We've got a lot of grilled tomatoes, a lot of bread. So nothing to complain about. It looks like, does this class as a desert biome? It will do. We'll need to make sure we flip to cactus at some point, but we've almost finished scavenging this. Now, who might you be? Come to steal from an old woman, have you? Oh no, perish the thought. You're merely on the lookout for these strange seeds. Strange seeds? Do you mean one of these? I've had it for a while now, but I never got around to cooking it. Thank God you didn't. Cooking? Planning to eat it? Naturally. I'm a bit of a gourmet, and I don't know what else be good for. The only thing I do know is that it was considered valuable in the old world, but that world is gone. And I'll soon be gone too. So I'd like to spend my last days enjoying what few pleasures I have left without being judged for it. Thank you very much. But we need that seed. The survival of not only our village, but the entire world might depend on it. Would you be willing to trade it for something else? I guess I'd be willing to trade for some other delicacies. Let's see. How about some fresh bread? Yes, bread I can do. Perfect. Thank you very much. Isn't bad, though it doesn't make me feel anything. I guess it's just bread after all. Actually, I haven't felt anything in a while. No matter. You did as I asked of you, but maybe something more involved. Something of higher quality would do the trick. I know. How about some berry macarons for dessert? Much harder to make, and I admit I'd never had decent ones, but I'm receptive to surprises to get it. How can you agree to one thing and then say another? So, alright, berry macarons. Whilst we wait, let's go ahead and get in some cottages. These store up to 4. They need a lot more in the way of happiness, but we can probably get 1 or 2 in at least. Research I'm holding fire on because I just don't have... Well, I don't want to waste any on it yet. Might get a cottage down here as well. If I get one there. And we'll grab that gourmet kitchen. I do need that seed, so I'm going to hit it up. I think I'm going to turn off eating the raw berries. I'm going to save some up. I'm going to need to mine up one of these giant chunks. So I'm going to have to get the berries gone from that little bit there as well. And let's go on out to that one. There's quite some time to get it done, but I'm going to continue it on anyway because we do need to get these guys. And I think, yeah, there's plenty more of the other stuff going around. So, all right. I think it's time we get a tree nursery too. So we are going to need something. Let's get that focused, to be honest. Pretty expensive on slabs, but we do have them. And a school of fish here as well. Good. Okay, gourmet kitchen is done. Looking at what we need. That's to create the survival gear over here. That could come in pretty handy. Let's grab a warehouse. I think that's sensible as well. Onbu eats the fish. Nice. Can't complain at that then. Look at him scranning it. Right, it's fine. About time we got rid of the smaller ones now. All these random little trees are fine. I'm going to get one in the tree nursery. It requires compost. So I'm only going to get one, but we are going to go over here and just start planting up a few trees. So we've got them. We can manually cut a few down as well. Whilst we're not doing much trading. I was hoping for toxic spores, but they don't seem to have any. You know what? You can't sell the meals either, which is quite strange. There is survival gear, though. There we go. We'll take survival gear and a bit of wood just for some random resources that we've got loads of. Actually, we get this gourmet kitchen. 25 glass. Is that glass blower still running? It is. Wow, it's slow. That makes our 25 for the gourmet kitchen, though, which is perfect. Gourmet, gourmet, gourmet. Let's get you kind of going up here now, but I'm going to go in there. I do think wood is fine now, so we need to just make sure we're getting hold of some sand, but I'm going to reduce that and try and get more sand in. Got 10 pieces a day, which is pretty rubbish, but... Alright, another one done. We only have one survival thing. We did manage to get a few. I'm just looking for anything that's going to produce what we need. Because it isn't, I'm going to stick to glass. Tropical salad. Right, we need... Oh, can I not make it in here? Gazpacho. 2 tomatoes to 1 herb will make whatever this is. So I'm going to try it. That's annoying. 5 berry macarons cannot be made in here. It's got to be a bakery thing then, right? Have I just been daft this whole time? Oh, I have. Berry macarons. Sorry. Oh, well, we got some nice food coming in for that anyway. I can't lie. Berry macaron sounds beautiful. I've just noticed something, though. I am going to go for the iron furnace because there's a salvaging yard here. What I think that one does is when you walk over those scrapyard heaps, automatically salvages them, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to feed Onbu either because there's a school of fish directly ahead, so it is a waste to do that. I'm wondering if all this time... Do we have... It's got to be something. Right, warehouse we definitely want in as well. Actually, I forgot about this. Get this thing down here. We'll have a good amount of storage then. So, for mycologists... Oh my god, you can get heal shrooms here. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we'll stick to normal mushrooms here. I'm going to get in a second mycologist then. This will have to go on a patch. And honestly, down here is fine. Is there a better one? Up there would be okay. Just go for here now. So this thing then is why we're not getting heal shrooms. I just completely overlooked that. We did manage to get our cult level down, so it only lowers the happiness by 4 now as well. That's amazing. So we're almost there. And what I could do is kick off a good interaction, actually. Should we get... Yeah, let's go for a Rite of Harmony, because why not? Let's make it smell nice around the place. Now this one, we are going to put in the heal shrooms. And I'll get 2 in there. I didn't even think about that. Let's deliver those macarons now. This is, I'm sorry, but this is way too sweet. Barely edible even. I sometimes wonder what my fellow gourmets of time gone by considered this. I'm starting to think they're just eating something exclusive that commoners wouldn't have access to play its part. Well, I kind of just want to rob it off her now. Either way, the experience was certainly novel, so you have my thanks. We're glad. Now about that seed. Not so quick. I do have one last request for while you did exactly as I asked. I enjoyed nothing of what I have eaten so far. How about a tomato? That can be arranged. Okay, have a tomato. A watery mess. Grown too quickly in soil that is entirely unsuited to it. I'm sorry, exactly as I remember. We used to grow tomatoes on the sunny hills behind our village. Food was scarce and we had many mouths to feed, so we overexerted the soil. Thank you, the seed is yours, and I've sent you some other things as well. I no longer have any need for them. Goodbye. Oh, wow. Thank you for the 60 meals. It was worth it in the end, then. Alright, we'll let you off. Right, we need to keep heading south going forward, but I think we're fine. I need more people, actually. We've just accepted some more in, but we could do with getting as many as we can in to continue everything that we're doing. Seem to have gone straight through the school of fish, so I'm just going to give him a nutritious mushroom ball now. That should keep him pretty happy. It looks like we got some trees growing, but we're out of seeds, is it? Oh no, we're out of compost, sorry. Right, we're going to go southeast once again, and he does trust me, which is really good, so that we're not having too many issues with these. I'm just checking out over here. Kind of want to go and grab those elefly eggs. All right, the iron furnace officially has finished now. There's no way we can grab any of this stuff yet, but we do need to continue on. The deep quarry would be okay, but I'm concerned about hurting them at the moment. I want to get to this survival gear, if I'm honest, so I'm going to go for the blacksmith. Ah, that sawmill is now done for, so we're going to need another one as well. I'm also going to put in the iron furnace. This is pollution, so let's stick it down here. We're going to need another large tree. Okay, we've got one down here, so let's get that prioritized with the tools as well. We have 4, so I don't know if we have enough. Yeah, we do, so we're fine. All right, we're going to make the iron out of biogas. I'm just going to have one person in here. We've got some iron to get us going anyway, just to tick that up. And you know what? I'm going to also turn off the tomato. I'm basically going to turn off the raw ingredients, I think, because we have a lot of meals. We'll just need to keep a close eye on it. And we are maxed out on our housing now. I think I'm going to leave it at that. We're on 128 population. All right, we've got to approach the plateau, which has to be down here somewhere. But yeah, the blacksmith done. Survival gear is not something we can do yet. Honestly, I feel like I should probably grab this aqua farm as well. We need some more bricks for that. So tools out of iron, I will stick down this way as well. I know it's far away from storage, but I'm just going to allow it. This is probably going to be low priority anyway, because we're pretty low on bricks at the moment. And we should have some survival gear now. I think which one's best to grab. We're going to get the heal shrooms anyway, so maybe, yeah, maybe this one. I think I'm honestly going to get in a second brick thingy here. And I'll just stick it over here for now. I will high priority that. Because we are running low. I could just turn them off if needed, break them down. You get the resources back. I'm going to accept the villagers in as well. And we are going to go ahead and get in another cottage over here. It is bricks once again, but it shouldn't cost a lot to do. We do need people, so should be able to hammer the bricks out. And we are officially done inside of our fisheries as well, so we'll have the people. Let's slow it down a second then. Let's make sure we can get everything we need here. So let's make sure our farms are good. Wow, tomatoes are insane right now. And bread is fine. And we finally have a decision on one of these things. In the depths of the poisonous forest, your scavengers discover what was once a majestic estate, a huge overgrown mansion. It towers over the courtyard next to a small rickety glass annex with what looks like a lab. Equipment inside. Let's investigate. Might be something interesting. I'm going to go with a middle ground here. Onbu blood and Onbu bile. The lab equipment is ancient, dirty, and scary looking. Giant vats filled with mysterious fluids catch your scavenger's eyes. Well, it's not what I wanted, to be honest. But hey ho. Right, we'll go out to this. I actually wanted the fungal spores. They're more important. Let's get ready to fully sprint. So we're going to run. Get through, mate. Because actually it's going to start to cause a load of poison in here. Oh, Onbu has stopped again. A sad sight indeed. And what thick, noxious poison. I wonder if this Onbu was carrying humans on its back as well. Yes, it was. Oh, are we walking through a dead Onbu? What you see before you is once the great wandering villages of old. Before it became the first dead Onbu ever reported, as well as the first sighting of the poisonous fungi. The first? They grow out of Onbus? Yes, normally when an Onbu's life cycle ends, it burrows back into the ground and returns to it. They themselves decide when that moment has come. But this one wasn't afforded that privilege. Even as its natural life was nearing its end, the humans kept pushing it, pumping it full of chemicals, forcing it to go on till the very last moment. Sounds all too familiar, doesn't it, with humans, man? Throughout its life, it shared a symbiotic relationship with fungi in its stomach, which helped filter the toxins in their environment. But the stimulants, medications, and machines used on it disrupted the natural balance. The fungi became poisonous themselves, killing the Onbu, bursting out of it and infecting everyone around it. This Onbu here started it all, and as for how it ended, well, you know the story. That's horrible. It's pretty horrible. But since this was the first one, an anomaly back then, a research camp was set up next to its body. You should be able to find the second ingredient in there. Right, okay. To think the technology was so far advanced back then. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet, but don't get distracted now. Keep an eye out for a small bottle containing fungal spores extracted from the dead Onbu and be very careful with them. That should be it. You found it. Good. That's all the ingredients we need. Please continue looking for seeds while I prepare a few things on my side. I'll contact you once everything is in place. Thank you. Turns out we need one more seed. Wow, we're doing pretty well then. So all along, Nona. What is that? Oh, we need that debris and cleansing weave. So we actually need this one next after it as well. So hopefully we can get out to that one. Right, we've almost got our aqua farm for continued thingy as well. What I'm going to do is go ahead and destroy this seawater collector. We are yet to use it, so it seems pretty pointless. And then in the thingy, we're going to go for... Actually, we can just turn that off if we needed. There's actually quite a few good ones around here. How's this health doing? 76%, so he's fine. 135 days in as well. We've got loads to scavenge through here. So, aqua farm is done. Used to inject Onbu with various substances. I feel a bit naughty if I start jabbing him up with certain stuff. That is purify. Automatically neutralizes my cell and collects spores landing around it. Keeps crops and villagers safe. Not something we can do. We're actually right at the blinking end. This is why I need those parts, though. Okay, stabilizing spike or large watering tank. I kind of want the large water tank. I can't lie. But we'd need the granary first. Okay, we'll get the granary, but we're going to have to increase... our iron output, not the tools, sorry. We're going to need our iron output to be better. And let's go for the aqua farm. So what do we want this thing to be? I feel like this is a good zone down here. Let's go down here. We'll cut down those trees. I'm going to start dealing with some of that tainted water now. We've got so much water anyway, but we're fine. We are in the poisonous areas. So let's, how far away are we till we can scavenge then? I'm going to need to feed and do all sorts for him. Give him a nutritious mushroom ball. And then I'm going to let him sleep when he needs to. Oh, awaiting decision. Here we go. Let my scavengers pry open the gates. Attempt to open the gate using makeshift tools. Gates looks very fortified. Let's go makeshift. Experimental tranquilizer. Experimental antitoxin. Okay, not that happy about that, to be honest. Go ahead and grab these then. And then we'll move on to these guys. Looks like we will be going into the desert after as well, so I can flip over to start the cactus stuff, but I think we're fine. Villagers with deadly issues. Ah, so our doctor's going to have to kick in a bit. Now my question is, can I have multiple scavenger parties here? I might try a second one. I have a feeling we actually can, so I'm going to give it a go. Get that high priority here and see if we actually can. Well, we've got a bunch of toxic spores that we need to get rid of. I think we get good stuff from this, though, actually. I know it sounds weird, but I think this is how we get those ingredients we needed, the remaining ones. I'm going to get them cut down anyway because they infect everything around them. Okay, so we managed to finish the research, hold on, of the granary. So I think I'm going to go ahead and we are going to bin off these. It doesn't get rid of my stuff, I don't think. So it should be okay. I'm going to slap that baby in there. Yeah, they'll just move it out of the way whilst they build it, and then they'll fill it up. That's good. We've got plenty of workers to sort that, so that's fine. Makes a lot more sense. Have been keeping a close eye on water, but we've got loads of tainted that we can convert as well, so everything's okay. What we're going to do is reduce the Onbu's poison. It does want us to do that, so we'll hit that one up. And then up next, we're going to... Well, we just need 20 more of these to grab that research. Honestly, want the salvaging yard, though, whilst we wait. This salvage yard is going to be mega. Oh, no, we got a whole section of tainted rain for a while there. Seeps into your storage tank, slowly contaminating the water inside. Raises humidity. Now, granary stores 200 of each, whereas the pantry stores this. So this is equal to 4 of these anyway, right? So we should be good for our storage. So we can store 300. Now, tomatoes, obviously, we need more of those meals cooking. Honestly, might change the berry muesli to the grilled tomato. And then if there's another one we can do, yeah, we're using tomatoes over here. I still think this is sensible. Because we have a lot of tomatoes just sat here. So let's go ahead and get this gourmet kitchen running a bit better. And then we'll make sure our herbalist is fine. I could get a second one in, but I think globally we are okay. Oh, they're getting pretty low, actually. So I might get in another herbalist. I think up here is fine. I'm going to set that one to maximum, and I'll fill all these squares here. This should be more than enough anyway. It's not optimal, but that's fine. All right, if we can get this salvage yard in before this, look, we can grab what we need. I'm just looking for anything that has those toxic spore things in. And another sawmill down now. So we're going to be relying on 594 there. We need this tree nursery a little bit better than really. So I'm going to probably pause the biogas. We have quite a lot of it. And we'll set that, not pause it, sorry. We're going to set this to create compost. And salvage yard is done. Look at this. We're well into all of this juicy stuff. Archaeology allows gaining ancient knowledge from analyzing debris. Weave, artistry. So we need quite a lot of weave if we're going to build those beautiful thingies. Each scout tower increases the view range. Ration-free scavenging range and scavenging speed stacks up to 3 times. I don't know what to do with wood right now. We're going to have to do it more on the map, aren't we? So I did get a second scavenge thing on though, so I should... Or does it just increase how quick they are? I've got a second scavenger, but it doesn't look like I can do too much with it. Let's say scavenge party is ready. There we go. We do. We have 2 scavenge parties now. What is that? A burrow of spore moths. When one lands on Onbu, dust from its wings will poison Onbu and the surrounding ground. Great. Okay, let's get this salvage yard in. Honestly, I think this goes down here. I'm going to max out the workers in there when it's built as well, because we're going to want to salvage as much as we can. Oh, yeah, it does look fungal spores, so this does produce them. So I am going to let this grow around this little area. I'm getting rid of the one on my farm, because that's not good. But I'll keep the 2 over there. That should get us the 20 we need if I just let this spread. Now, I'm going to change from the gazpacho to... you know what? Gourmet kitchen I'm going to disable. I'm going to stop using the herbs for that until we get a nice stockpile again. We should be fine once the second one kicks in, but there's so much contaminated wood. Shall we get another decontaminator? Let's be sensible here. Let's get it up here. Wood is becoming a bit of a problem, so let's get these guys in. And hopefully, yeah, we're starting to grow some more, so it's not too bad. I don't think we have any more large trees. Oh, don't start salvaging that. Salvage glass, salvage iron. So it salvages out of the debris. Okay, so we have 25. We probably don't want too many people doing that then. I'll take some iron out of it though. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, your scavengers find a terminal displaying a fragmented hologram. The project would need repairs before anything could be recognized. Yeah, I'll give the glass. Wow, 150 Onbu notes. Okay, I'll take it. I'm honestly tempted to go through that. I'm going to go northeast. Well, I think we've got heals to deal with it. And we're going to look for some thingies in the woods. I'm also going to get a 3rd scavenger on. Makes a whole lot of sense. These things are mega for getting things done. And extra resources. Also going to get a 3rd evaporator in. Just notice the water has tanked. So we need to smash out as much as we can on that. Because everything is going to stall here. We should be out of the pollution momentarily, though. It keeps tainting the water supply, raining into it, so I might need to get him up. And I'm also going to get a 3rd herbalist over this way as well. I don't think I'll be building houses up there. I'm going to assume I'm going to cut that down at some point. Our wood has completely gone. Let's reduce, probably just pause one of those for now. And let's put you back in there. And we'll just manually cut down some for now, and we'll be out on the map hoping we can dig up some forests. There we go. We've got fungal spores over here. Let's go grab that. That's the last we're going to need for that one. And I'm now going to cut these down because they're getting, that's got 5 now. Let's just get rid of that in the hopes that we'll get the other one, because we don't want this spreading too much. And I managed to buy some wood from the trader and cut some down, so we're good. We're going into a foresty area, so we should be able to actually get a whole bunch of them done. And water is back on track. I'm actually going to turn off the salvaging now as well. We got 100 iron, so it's looking pretty damn good. Let's get Onbu up. Let's get out of this poison. He's about to get some weird spore on him, so we're going to need to sort that out as well. But I'm going to wait and see what it is. Can we do anything else? We are going to run out of stone and clay and stuff as well, I'm noticing. So not necessarily run out. It's because we're doing filtration. There we go. We've got a spore moth, so we're going to have to deal with that. Do we have any fuel to get rid of that thing? Because... no. Here he goes. Is he going to burn it? Oh, he is. Get out of here, man. Plague gnat swarms. We're getting all sorts of, like, horribleness coming up as well. Honestly, I'm going to go northeast this time. And laboratory, finally in there. Deliver 1 Onbu energy booster. And we have a quest as well, so we'll need to deal with that What appeared to be a quarry turns out to be an Onbu excavation site filled with petrified bones of a giant. Probably spores here. We'll grab some stones and we have to be careful. Let's keep our distance. Yeah, I'm not risking that. Let's be sensible. We'll get straight out to that quiet village. Looks like we'll be able to get our last seed there. And our aqua farm is in. Beautiful. Right, let's see what this is all about then. So plant and harvest, fish paddy or kelp. Let's just go straight fish. Obviously need water for that. We have plenty again now. Let's get the laboratory in before we do anything else. Actually getting pretty low on space. Let's keep going up here with all our lab stuff. I mean, you know what? Let's go down here. Wood, plank and glass. We have everything we need. I think I might grab this scout tower, to be honest. Get way bigger range so we don't have to use as many resources as well. And these trees, oh, we need wood from these though. I need to keep a close eye on pretty much everything. Just wait and see if there's any wood in any of them. You know what? I'm going to get a second windmill in too. And I think, I mean, yeah, I see the flowers a little bit low. Let's get that just fully maxed out as well. Let's get on out here. Let's see what we can grab. You, and we're going to go through some of the other ones. So let's go a little bit further afield here. Just double check. There we go. 40 wood. That's great. And someone wants to have a chat. You startled me. Who are you? I'm sorry. We are wanderers. Your transmitter's signal guided us here. Ah, the transmitter. Very well. That's why I left it on. Welcome. I am Solan, former scientist. Now I take care of the village here, or the few people who are left at least. Would you like to come with us? I'm sure we could take better care of them in our village. I don't want people coming. What are you on about? Thank you, but no. This is my home and their home. They're sick and can't be transported. I can't abandon them. Used to be a great village, many people. Then one poison storm comes through and everyone's sick. That's why I left the radio on. I admit I need help. I don't need help often. Herbs did not work. I don't have tools here to cure them. That sounds terrible. Is there anything you need? Heal shroom. Doesn't grow here. Ooh, I've got loads of that, so that's great. Don't say this a lot, but please help me. It would mean a lot. 10 heal shrooms. Thank you for the heal shroom, but I have bad news. Heal shroom only works for Onbu. My bad. Textbook is not in my native language. New theory now. Go back to the source, like snake venom. Spores from poisonous fungi could work. I would gather them myself, but it would be better to have them fresh, clean, and controlled environment. Don't think I have anywhere. Research poison fungus. That's that one. I don't have the thingy for it, so I don't think I can do your requirement, my friend. Honestly thinking this is the right play now. The Onbu laxative. And I'm just going to have to pump him full of laxatives and just get all of that going. I don't know if he's going to like it, but we can finish both of these. Right, we need that laboratory to do something. So scout tower we also need to get in. So how big is it? Got plenty of room. Let's bump it down here. All right, we've got Onbu tranquilizer, Onbu notes, insecticide, or Onbu energy booster. That I can do. A little look out on the map as well. Make sure we're fine. We have, well, we have a spore cloud. That's wonderful. And infected skyscraper. Great. Need more trees. There we go. More wood. And that didn't take long at all. So we're going to get some laxative on the go. Tempted just to grab that injector right now. Do also need the large water tank. But honestly, we don't have anything that can help with this at the moment. Analyzing debris. Archaeology. Let's grab that. So laxative. We need to make this. There it is. We're going to turn this back on. We're going to try and make this Onbu laxative. So this is going to use up some of our herbs, but we seem to be going up on that as well. We've got loads of mushrooms, so we'll give that a bash. Right, I think I'm going to pause a brick furnace now as well, and we'll go back down to less. That was what was using so much clay. I didn't even realize, actually. All right, I don't know which way to go. There's an infested skyscraper. We probably do want to go out to that. I'm going to keep grabbing these things. There's quite a lot going about here. All going to taint my water once again, though, which is a problem. I think, honestly, I want to keep going northeast because of it. We're over 1,000 kilometers now as well. All right, we've got our laxative. I am now going to feed that. Hopefully we can get this sorted. Tainted water seeps into your water tanks. Great. Lovely. Things you love to see. What do we have? Rock grub burrows into the soft soil on Onbu's back and slows the growth of plants, but can make Onbu more resistant to poison. Is that really something we want to do, I guess? I don't really know here. Okay, let's deliver that energy booster. It worked. I can't believe it worked. She's awake now, and I've already told her about her saviors. We're like 500 kilometers away. This is great news. We're glad she's okay now. I know it's not much, but I've dispatched a bird carrying some supplies from my medicine cabinet. There's also a special gift from her in there. She says a special seed from her grandmother. Perfect. Well, that seed is what we needed. So, Onbu, Caterpillars insecticide. Good. Here we go. Nona's calling. As always, good job finding those seeds. I think we finally have enough to move into the next phase of the plan. In order to revive the seeds, we need to treat them with the growth compound synthesized from 2 ingredients you collected along the way. Meet me in the research facility I reside in. You'll find it deep in the southern desert. I am really looking forward to seeing you all. We're looking forward to meeting you as well. Oh, and the more seeds we have, the better. So if you can find any more on your way down here, don't hesitate to pick them up. See, okay, we got to go southeast 4 times. Holy crap. I got to turn off the other bricky now as well. Let's just slow it down. That's using wood as well. We're doing okay on wood now. All stone and stuff's looking fine as well, so I'm not having to do too much. A few deadly issues, but what can we do, eh? I'm going to pause that now, and we're going to keep the dung. Oh, hello. Didn't even see all this. Holy crap. What's going on here? Oh, he's sleeping right on this weird ant colony thing. Ah, that's fine. So, we're going to have to finally flip back to something else. So it's time for beets now. And tomatoes are getting low, so let's have a look. Cured beets. Yep, let's go cured beets. And then in the kitchens, obviously don't have any more fish, so let's go for beet soup. And I'll finish off the grilled tomatoes there. And we can get this in now, so we can allow borscht. Borks? I don't know how to say that. I'm going to attempt to get this injector in. The Onbu as well. After a long walk, the party passes a muddy spot in the desert. A brave scavenger wants to get a better look and inspects it. Seconds later, they're knee-deep in quicksand. Something to pull them out. We lost a worker. That's fine. We've got a bit of sand, though. What is that? Stinkhorn fungi. Healthy food for Onbu, but the nauseating smell will linger and dampen the mood of your villagers. Ah, that's fine. We can cope with that. We do need to sort our happiness when we go through that. And honestly, we can go through some interactions here. And we'll just hit a cheerful gathering. And I can build some other stuff. I'm just concerned about the wood usage. We're going to go southeast at that one as well. So I'm going to have to go through going southeast wherever we can now. It looks like we might be all right to go down there, though. Right, I'm going to go ahead and stick in some more cottages now, guys. I think we can stick one there. What I'm going to do is go ahead and demolish 2 of these and then replace it with a cottage as well. I might do the same to these, actually. And start getting their happiness up by swapping out for cottages. I think it's the smart choice here. All my trees tainted. Lovely. Didn't even see that. We've got so much poison going on. I don't have any way to keep on top of it. Not automatically anyway, so I just need to smash that out. Until he gets up, there's not too much we can do scavenge-wise because we don't have that many to go further afield yet. They seem a bit slow on doing this. Alright, each rock grub will die for 7 days. Can be removed by injecting Onbu with insecticide. So we need that insecticide injection done, don't we? We've got 15 hours until the injection. Let's go with an Onbu laxative. Now, what I'm going to do is try and deliver this thingy. But we'll need to pause this. How much have we got? 10. I think we're okay to do that. And we're going back out to sea, actually. You know what? I'm quite happy with going back out to sea. Okay, injector then can only go in... why is it only there? That is so frustrating. So it can only go... Actually, that's fine. I should be able to hit it right there. Take over the farms a little bit, but there's plenty of room. We're in a bit of a cold snap now as well. Alright, happiness is becoming a problem, so we're going to need to give them something. Let's give them a cheerful gathering to sort them out. And let's get some more decorations in. Okay, we're getting -5 for hungry. Why are you guys hungry? I think it's because we need the feeding thing further away. Just looking at what we can kind of do for them, really. Yeah, it's the faraway hunger. So, food stand, let's get one in. And the injector, because of... what do these do again? Dampen the mood of your villagers, that's why. Okay, I need him not to eat these. Let's give him that. That's what's dampening the mood. So we're back up, I think, for now. Fantastic thing is we are going to be on these babies momentarily. So let's get all of these on. And we'll flip one of these to the fish in a moment. So, have a look. Let's go from grilled tomato to grilled fish. And we've got our dung now. There's the bountiful harvest. What generosity. It's so rich and full of life. I thank you. We shall put it to the test and I'll be happy to report back. Thank you. So can I now go ahead and turn this back on, please? Thank you. All right, he's ready. It's a catastrophe. A catastrophe, I tell you. Varnis, what happened? It's nothing like the old stories. Nothing. Our village absolutely reeks and the people are starting to riot. Sorry to hear that. Is there anything we can do? Combing through our old scriptures, there's mention of specialized building used to keep the dung until it decays into a less odorous state, but we're currently in no condition to construct it. Okay. 40 compost. I can do that. There you go. It's immediately much less intense than the raw dung, and it's still such high quality. The way it crumbles. Anyway, I'm sure it's like he's playing with it. Stench and the promised fruitful harvest will calm our people. To be able to construct one compost heap ourselves to make use of the raw dung you provide us. Perfect. Alright, we'll get a seed and 50 herbs. He's almost there. We're going to have a good sleep here. We're going south, so that's fine. We need to get rid of these rock grubs, though, if I'm honest. And we finally have our injector. So what can we do? One injectors. So we've got energy booster. Oh my god, this is really naughty. I love it. So insecticide. Remove rock grub. Sandworm. Let's try it. And get rid of these sandworms here. Rock grubs or whatever they are. There we go. Because this is a problem. It's causing us issues with our growth. So we should be able to get our wheat back up and running then. Alright, artistry. I need this. I'm going to set that one up for our next research. Might be a little bit of a while, but that's okay. And we have this food stand. So what I'm going to do with the food stand is put it down here. These workers are obviously in a bit of trouble this end. They're a bit far away. So I'm going to do the same for all of them. We'll get some food into those. That should keep happiness good. It's nothing. Among all of this death that seems to surround us at every turn, I've been wondering, your wife, did she suffer? Not for long. When it got too bad, when she couldn't go on anymore, she decided to end it. We were together till her last breath. That's good to hear. I've been asking myself whether you were right from the beginning, whether it was selfish of me to ask you to do these things for me. Whether you, your people, your wife had to suffer because of me. I certainly used to think so, but she didn't. Or if she did, she saw a greater purpose to it all. Heck, some might even call her decision to end her own life selfish. I mean, I would give everything to have even one more minute with her. But thinking clearly, I wouldn't want to subject her to even a single second of having to live with so much pain. Thank you, Elder. See you soon. Alright, behave then. We don't care enough right now. It's a bit evil of me, isn't it? Alright, we got one person in the food stands each, so should be good. Looks like someone up here might be a bit hungry. There may be another food stand over this way. I think we're fine to get him to probably run through here. Last thing we want is this poison. It's not looking good. Alright, I'm going to flip one back to tomato. I'm going to keep one on beets. And then, well, probably just cook up... Actually, we've got some polenta we want to probably grab, but I think I'm going to go for the grilled tomato again. At southeast there. We're going to get there pretty quickly, actually. Oh, no. Oh, what is that? Some of your buildings have collapsed. You can repair them by using the repair tool. Oh, my God. What's broken? We just had what looks to be an earthquake. How do you have an earthquake when you're literally walking on something insane? Looks like that was the only building, though. Getting pretty intense. Honestly, we're getting these cold storms. All of it's going to be a problem for our growth. Arriving at a site, an old stone cutting saw looks like it'd still be working. Let's try turning it on. 17 stone slabs. Thank you. Alright, we're coming into a nice area, but it does seem to be filled with absolute junk here. Rain cloud's good, but everything else doesn't really matter. We do have all these poison forests, so we're going to have to deal with the fungus that's going to appear. And there's our last southeast, so we're going to smash through that as well. Also going to get a second glass blower in now. I am bored of waiting for how long they take, so let's go ahead and get that in. The 3 scavenge parties is insane, by the way, the amount you can get done. What is that? Eleflea Circus removes poison from the surrounding area, but their saliva increases Onbu's heart rate. Oh, that's not bad. But we're actually going south, though, so it's not something I'll be doing. I have to get him to run. We get him to run through here. Also need to probably inject him as well. Let's inject him with an energy booster, too, because we do not want him falling asleep on any of these. We need to just get past it. Now, I think I've decided I'm going to spam in a bunch of water towers here, and honestly, I'm just going to squeeze them in. For now, just around a couple of these areas. I don't think there's any real issue to it. I think I'm going to take over some of this, though. And we're just going to allow whatever needs to go into there. I think that's probably for the best. Keep a close eye on our wood and stuff here. Food is fine. I can see that one up here. Just realised on here, there's the abandoned laboratory that we're going to head to as well. So it's just after we finish this. Looking for anything with food on it. I could start and flip to mushrooms for food. We're fine on it. I just want to cook more meals, really. So at the moment, we have loads of berry macarons. We have a few berry mueslis, but we're a bit slow on the old beetroot front. Herbs are looking pretty mad now as well. So we've got this borscht. I could get something else. I don't think I can, to be fair. How much? We got 55. We could get a bit of tropical salad. We have a good amount of bile, no fish, so no tomatoes for the gazpacho either. So the main thing for me would be making sure we get more wheat and bread. And actually, I'm going to get another person in that farm. Get the barbecue platter on. Let's just use up the corns that we've got in stock. As I say, we are fine. I'm just pumping out the bread a bit more. And let's keep giving the Onbu laxatives out as well. And there we go. We're approaching the laboratory. Perfect. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there's some bread in there. We'll grab that. 30 bread is huge on those. And we'll also go out to the scavenge points as well. So I want to get the last bits of these research done. Artistry is on its way. Onbu desiccates. So we've got... we are capturing more. So the plan is to get even more thingy out. We're doing well on the trees now, as you can see. We're 186 days in as well. So we're probably going to hit this day 187, 188. I have no idea what she's going to say to us. The odds are we're going to have to go and plant some of these trees. And I have been grabbing the traded. Now, these things are worth so much, and we just keep getting loads of them. So I've just been buying these mostly. We can get quite a few by just giving up some of this. Grab the tools as well if I can. If there's anything I can kind of give over, but we are buying those in as much as possible. And visit the mountains, jungle, desert, ocean, and ruins in a single playthrough. So is this the mountains then? Our research did finish though. I'm not going to go anywhere other than where they ask for here as well. So let's go on in. All the way over. So we've got our artistry. So we can actually push on to a monument now. We don't have anything for them. Wouldn't mind getting that. So we need weave salvaging. So we're going to try and get that. And we're going to go for one of these monuments too. I think that's good to have a little goal by building one of those. Let's give Onbu one of these mushroom balls as well. That'll make him happy. I think we're going towards the laboratory. We seem to have stopped. So here we are. What an impressive facility this is. Who knew something like this would be all the way out here? Nona, can you hear us? Yes, please come inside. I'll open the doors for you. Oh, wow. Hello. You made it. Of course she's AI. That's my guess anyway. You finally made it. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment. Nona. But what? Why can we see right through you? Oh, right. This isn't my real body, just a projection. Come with me and I'll explain everything. Is that an Onbu? It is. Yes, me. Oh, she's an Onbu. You? What do you mean, you, Nona? Wow, this is an unexpected turn. It is exactly as I say. That is me. An Onbu, but how are you talking to us? Many years ago, humans connected me to these machines. I was supposed to help them develop new technologies. New medication, new breeds of Onbus, but they all fled when the fungi took over. Left alone, attached to a never-ending stream of data, I've had hundreds of years to learn their languages and understand their technologies. But those years were lonely. I've even lost contact with my brothers and sisters in the other facilities. Other ones? That's why I'm so happy that you are here. And you've even brought the children. Children? Yes, the seeds I've tasked you with. They are Onbu embryos. Though they are still in stasis, but I've had plenty of time to reverse engineer the incubator. If you place them in there along with the ingredients for the compound, I can wake them up again. Then you can plant them in our homeland. Remember when I told you that Onbus can neutralize the toxins in their environment? Together with the children, you will save our species, and eventually, the entire world. Okay, then let's not lose any more time. You are right. Please place them inside the incubator. Then, all you need to do is place your palm on that console over there. Okay, let's do it. Did we just... Something has gone wrong. Nothing is wrong. Quite the opposite, in fact. This is where my life ends. Oh my god, that's really sad. Why? How? I've been alive for far too long, Elder. If this tank wasn't keeping me alive, I'd have ended up just like the others long ago. And even now, I feel the fungi working their way through my body. But worse than that is my mind. I haven't slept for hundreds of years, and constant stream of data that can't turn off. Large portions of my brain connected to hardware that's slowly failing. My thoughts started turning on themselves, getting close to becoming meaningless noise. So while I was still myself, I attached my self-destruct protocols to the incubator. But even then, I still needed human authorization. You tricked us. You could have just told us. Yes, I did, and I am sorry. I pondered telling you, but I couldn't, requiring human authorization for even my final decision, ensuring that I could never be free once they were gone, was their final act of cruelty. Wow, lovely. This was my decision. I know I'm never getting out of here, and I know that there is no way to keep my synapses from misfiring, my brain from deteriorating, my mind from eating itself, and to keep my very sense of self from falling apart. I want to go knowing that I'm still me. I want to finally go to sleep. I feel that, Nona. There's no fixing this now, is there? There never was, Elder. It was broken in an era that now only I remember, but now I too can go. I too can be free. Free to finally go nowhere. And it's all thanks to you that I could do my part and leave with hope in my heart. The world is in your hands now, and I know that together with the children, you can make it beautiful again. I understand. Farewell, my friends. I'm happy I got to know all of you. Oh, bye, Nona. Now that, I'm actually kind of attached. I can't lie. She's gone, the last victim of humanity's ancient sin. It's like history does repeat itself, you know? But she left her life's mission with us. We must find their homeland and make sure that the Onbus return to this world. That was, yeah, I feel something. Oh, hold on. Hold on a minute. We're in arid environment, so we need to grow. I'm going to have to flip to... I honestly think I'm going to have to flip to cactus on both of these and then build another farm. What do we have? The Wonder Tree. A beautiful decorative tree and a pavilion. Oh, look at this. It's like the special Onbu tree. I'm just going to place it down here so we can say we've done it. There we go. And the pavilion itself, where do we want this? Clay is kind of in the way. Get the pavilion there. Cool. Music's definitely changed. I'm going to have to go on to, like I say, growing those. And then I'm going to have to get in more food. So let's get a couple of farms in. Let's get one here and one here. We're just going to wrap them around. And we'll get the focus on getting both of these in first. We have enough workers anyway. And then we'll need to keep a close eye on the water because they are going to go down. We have lots to cook up still anyway, so that's fine. We managed to store quite a bit. And the ocean's only there, actually, so I don't really need to panic, do I? So actually, let's not panic. And let's go to tomatoes. And we'll flip onto a bit of mushroom stew. We've got 733 in stock. Just looking if we're going to need anything out of these. These are pretty good here, but we've actually run out of scavenging rations. Let me check that out as well, then. All right, we'll go cured fish because we're soon going to have those back on. And we've managed to get the weave salvaging on. So village monument will be our choice here. So we're going to need some tools. We'll turn that on. We've got plenty of iron. And we'll do it with the biogas. And then here we're going to have to flip to the other one. Let's change to biogas for a bit now. We've got plenty of wood there that'll last. We're going to get one extra wheat farm. And then we're going to get in this one. Honestly, we're going to be out, I think, tomatoes because we're going to be out and good anyway. Okay, we're about to leave this place, though. Let's see what they have to say. We'll get him walking. How are you holding up, my friend? I've received word that our scientists are done going through the documents we found in the facility, and they made quite the remarkable discovery. A melody that, when played, makes an Onbu seek out its homeland. That must be the place Nona mentioned. The place we shall plant the Onbu seeds and end this. But the document also indicates that the trek there will be a long and arduous one. We should only commit to going there once we're fully prepared. Okay. Decontaminator, survival gear, and food liquefier. So maybe we'll move on from the monument and we will go survival gear. How do we get those blue things? Food liquefier we can grab though. So we need mushroom ball for that. That can be done. And there's our two buildings. Decorative value on these are huge. So if I build around this, which I think I should do. Okay, food liquefier then. This one, nice and easy, I think. Just slap that in there. And then we need, what was the other one? Survival gear and decontaminator. Okay, decontaminator, good. All right, so 2 mushroom balls makes 1 liquid thingy. Can I do liquid weed killer? What is that? Ah, very nice. Liquid insecticide, liquid Onbu food. From nutritious. We'll try and make one of these. And then the last one is survival gear. So survival gear itself, we don't know. So what are these? Essence distilled from fungal poisonous fungus. It's this spore distillery. So we're gonna grab that one. I'm an idiot. All along I could have just grabbed that. The spore distillery. What I'm gonna do is set up this one so it's ready. Survival gear. And then we'll come on in. Spore distillery. This is disgusting. So let's go down here out of the way. Yeah, let's get it over here. And then a decontaminator we'll also put over this way. Mainly want the spore distillery first. Right, I need to make biogas too. So we need more laxative, don't we? But we can't do it whilst he's in the water. So best way to get biogas. We've got that turned off. Nothing there. Can't do anything with you. I think best way we're going to do it is by getting it from out and about. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. So let's go southeast then. Let's get out of the water and then I can give him some laxative. Rock grub colony though. That's a bit annoying. Okay, we have a decision. Locate a shrine, but there's one problem. It's embedded high up in a sheer cliff face and seems completely inaccessible. Let's look around for another way because, yeah, 3 tools, that's fine. We'll take that. I can grab these when we come through. This is how we're going to get our biogas for this. The fungal essence I should be fine for. Put this in. Let's get that pumping. And we've got an island. I'll probably make him sleep. So let's give... Actually, we don't need to. Let's feed, though. Lowers temperature. Okay, we'll keep moving. We are so close to 200 days already. How am I looking for this? Right, fungal essence 6 of 10. Biogas, please. Should be coming in. What am I using that for? I'm going to disable the pest control so we can get this in. Once that's done, we should be good. It's just got to wait for these last things to come in. Okay, we've walked through, got ourselves some rock grubs. I think we're fine. Let's get rid. I need to get me a feeding pump as well. We only got one thingy for it, actually. We'll drop it down by 1. So survival gear has started. I'm just looking where that feeder was is over here, right? Yeah, feeding pump is just over here, so we can get that one done afterwards, I think. Not that it matters. I think food has been okay. I'm sure we're going to go through a horrible place, though, on the way. And day 200, though. We're almost on 201, actually. Time just keeps going. Keeps disappearing. I think I'm happy. Looking good. Let's check in on the food. So, tomato. Yeah, we got great amounts of stuff now. So, still can't keep up on the bread, though. So much flour. 2 bakeries running it as well. And survival gear is done. Now, before we do that, I do want to get this feeding pump. Just in case. Where do we craft the survival gear? Blacksmith. Okay. Do we actually need the tools? Survival gear. 1 iron, 10 Onbu bio. Let's do some of that. Let's get some of that on the go. Okay, I think we're prepared for any eventuality now. On your order, the horn blower will give the command and we will set off towards Onbu's homeland. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Use the go home horn. I feel a bit attached. Go Onbu. Be sure, after issuing this command, there will be no going back. Onbu will head directly towards its homeland. It's recommended to create a separate save file beforehand in case you want to continue playing. Let's go. Although we're probably going to wake him up. Onbu turns its head and glances back at the village. Eyed filled with determination, it knows where to go. Oh, that's got rid of his sleepiness. He's just like, he's game and ready to go. So, almost 1.5k kilometers as well he's gone on a stomp for. What an absolute legend. I don't know how much of this he's going to need, but I am going to send out to these wooden ones. What are we looking like on wood? Oh, I think we're fine, to be honest. He does fully run for it, though. And now we can look towards the village monument. I really would love to get that in, but we'll see. I got loads of tainted labs. Look at this. We're about to go through the poison. This is what they mean. This is bad. All right, let's get his toxins down then. What have we got? We got quite a few antitoxins. We got 1 experimental one, but I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, immune. Good. All right, we got unhappiness sweeping through, so we're going to need to deal with this as well. This is the mega rush till the end. I actually really, really like it. Oh, no. Get rid. So these guys, to be fair, cut it down when they go bad, but I'm going to grab some anyway. Let's get out on the map and let's continue. Oh, wow. Hello. Overgrown rubble can be explored repeatedly. Okay, so this zone we're in then, we're going to have the contaminated water now for quite some time, aren't we? So let's get these guys on and ready. And then let's give some kind of happiness thing. Let's do Onbu's birthday, why not? And a cheerful gathering. Let's get them happy. Just as we stomp through. We'll try and grab some of these. Dormant fungal colony. Oh no. He doesn't get... He gets hungry, but he doesn't... He's sprinting, so we should be fine. Let's give him a... Nutrition mushroom ball. Oh, there it is. Is this it? A large clearing seemingly untouched by poisonous fungus. I think we're there. I think we're there. So, got you. That's super cool, man. I think I made it. And Onbu's looking pretty good, actually. His heart rate is insanely through the roof right now. Have another antitoxin. You're doing well. Yeah, this whole area seems okay, to be honest. There is no real... Toxicity is low, so... And this place, wherever we're going, is happy days. So they're going to plant around here and it's going to repair literally everything, isn't it? And it looks like it. Here we go. Wait and observe Onbu. Onbu has stopped. Does that mean we've made it? Is this their homeland? But everything is completely covered in fungi. Are we too late? Are we even in the right place? I don't see anywhere we could safely plant the seeds. The Onbu. It's behaving strangely. We've never seen it like this before. Is he digging? He is. I think he's going to settle us in as like a village over here. There's no way. My poor old bones. What in the world was that? Did Onbu really just burrow itself into the ground? Is everyone all right? Look, we are officially... Yeah, we're at the haven here. Plant Onbu seeds in the fertile soil. Okay. Are you seeing this? The fungi around us are dying. Onbu must have already started filtering the toxins from the ground. But can you feel these tremors as well? Onbu must be expending a lot of energy. This is bound to hurt it sooner or later. Quick, let's plant the seeds before that happens. Do you see that patch of soil over there? That looks like the perfect spot. Oh, right there. Okay, send party. Good job, we got loads of stuff for it, isn't it? We're going to have to plant it all over, aren't we? There's going to be little patches. Oh, it's just one seed. Okay. Exhaustion. Oh, yeah, there's an exhaustion bar, so you have only a certain amount of time before you can do it as well. Blooming. Okay. Ah, look at this. Seeds have started to bloom. Now we just have to wait. Look over there. It looks like the dormant fungal colonies surrounding us have woken up, but why now? It's as if they're reacting to the seeds. Either way, we must send our scavengers there to keep them in check. Otherwise, they'll release spores into the air and toxins into the ground, putting even more strain on our Onbu. Okay, so we're going to need to go to these. Tremors are getting worse. Onbu must be really struggling to absorb this much poison. Maybe we can help it if we plant some of the extra seeds we collected on its back. If they can each filter toxins from their environment, they might give Onbu some reprieve. How do I plant them then? Survive until the seeds bloom. So if we... I shouldn't have started scavenging. We got to last until after this, right? To get rid of these spore clouds. They're burning them down. That's good. Will generate itself soon. So I have to keep on top of these with our scavengers. It's just the 3. So actually, it's funny because I had the right amount. We're not even going to have enough tools. So I need to wait for till it gets low on the spore clouds before I send them again. We've got another 2 lots for each. I'm literally leaving this down till 3 hours and then I'm sending them, guys, on each one because we're just over halfway now. His exhaustion's at halfway, so we need to be careful. Let's send you out then. Get ready to send another one over here. Exhaustion rate's going up pretty quickly. Oh, it knocks down his exhaustion when you burn one down. Okay, perfect. And we did it, I think. Look at that. What a sight. The seeds are in full bloom and it looks like they've already started filtering toxins. The fungal colonies are receding. The tremors have subsided as well. It looks like we've repelled the fungi for now, and Onbu can rest and recover for a little while. This should give us some time to regroup before we go on to planting the next seeds. Ah, okay. So we've got a seed over here we need to sort. So what we need to do then is making sure... Ooh, there's... Okay. Okay, so let's get the cleanses the mycelium. I'm going to plant a couple of Onbu seeds on the back of our thingy here. So just going to put them in a couple of areas to help. Greatly reduces Onbu's exhaustion when planting. He's almost recovered. Think I'm going to just need my... What's it called? How do we get that again? Right, let's get a few in for the liquid weed killer. They're a bit slow. Let's get them all in there. I reckon there's going to be more spores this time. Right, we're gonna... His exhaustion's already starting. There we go. It's finally starting. I don't know if I'm going to have this done in time. I think I can continue to grab some of these whilst we wait either way, though. Because every single bit of survival gear... Onbu bile we are getting from that as well, which we need. And I'm going to turn off one farm now because we're using quite a bit of water up. And I'm also going to get... Have we finished crude filtration? No. Okay, are we out of clay? Oh, God, I need to turn up my clay store. I was just wondering, like, why... Where have they all gone? But actually, it's because I turned down the clay lot here as well. We should be fine. Let's get them all turned back up. Plenty of workers. And I'll turn one onto salt water as well so I can get this done. Ah, tainted rain just went over us and we lost all of it. It won't take long though. Jeez, man, that's not good. Right, we have it. I think his exhaustion is going to hit max though. And what I need to do is I'm going to pump out some air wells just in case now. So let's just get a few in. Okay, here we go. It's blooming, but we know what to do now. Together we can make it through this. We're doing okay. The exhaustion bar... Oh my God, what is that? Wandering moths. So we've got... Oh no, we've got loads all around. Ah, good news though. We have quite a few parties ready to deal with this, so should be okay. Don't know about these far away ones. We'll have to just hope that we can get this blooming. We need more scavenger rations, to be honest. What does this do? Get rid of the moths when they come. Get it. Get it, guys. Get the silly moth. And let's make sure that we can continue. This is stressful. Let's make sure we can continue to get these in. How's the food doing? Good. We're going to need more smoking hut stuff for the rations, please, guys. We're okay. Almost halfway there. We've got a few moths on us, though, so we're going to need to make sure they are getting rid of. All right, the good news is we can do these ones inside first. And then we've got 5 hours. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that one as well. Get rid of the spore clouds. That one I'm probably going to have to leave, but I do need to grab these as well. What I might also do, I'm going to be real, I can get more scavenging huts in. I honestly think that's really sensible. So let's get 2 more. All right, we're doing well. The thing is blooming a good amount. And we're ready with people in those extra scavenge huts as well. All right, we've got our rations to hit that one once more. We should be okay here. I'm going to start sending back out to these as well because we have the extra scavenge parties now. We got 1 more in. Just holding fire on this. I think I might be okay to not have to worry about these guys this time around. Although that exhaustion meter is going up fast. Let's get 1 more. Proper stressful, man. I'm burning another down. I just wasn't sure, so I'm going to do 1 more. We got a spore cloud coming from this one, but I'm going to have to wait. There we go, baby. There's the spore cloud. Spreading nice far and wide. Seeds have bloomed and the fungi have retreated even further. I can feel it. We're almost there. And it looks like another patch of soil has become accessible. Onbu is resting again, so let's take some time and gather our strength for one last push. Where are we going to plant next then? Oh, out here. Okay. Going to need some wood planks for this thing, but I'm going to get it chucked in. So I don't think we're going to need berries anymore. And ideally we want it nice and close to our storage. So let's go and just take over that. Get that nice and set up. How's our wood looking? 0. Okay. So all the extra workers, we're going to get them cutting trees now. So I think this is our big boy push anyway. So let's go crazy on the trees. Get that one maxed out. And let's get the smoking hut going, baby. Now, is there anywhere out here that can provide trees as well? Provide wood? Nope, no wood. I'm just going to hit some festivals. Pretty much every festival we can to stop the tainted rain taking over us at the moment. There's so much to work on at the moment, man. Should counteract this toxic rain that's coming in, though. We also need to work on this baby. I'm going to wait till the very last moment, though, before I can do that, because I want to scavenge a couple more times. Don't have enough rations, really, to be doing this, but I'm going to go to that one. It gives us enough to grab this again. Every bit of Onbu bile is helping massively right now. All right, I think I'm ready. I'm going to send the party, I think. Should I wait 1 more time? They'll be back in time, I think. We've still got 3 to work with, so let's go ahead and plant our... I think... Oh, I don't know if this is the last one, but let's do it. I've got loads of seeds anyway, because we collected a bunch. I've got 2 on my back, though, as well. Oh, wow, here we go. They've sprung into life once again in even greater numbers. I've never seen anything like it. It's almost as if they're angry. We cannot fail now. We must persevere. We must survive. Not just for us, but for everyone we've lost along the way. Let's go. Yep. Okay. So, the worst one first. We also... Oh, the problem is, these being outside is a huge problem. I'm going to go for those first then, and then just pray that no issues come from that. The blooming needs to happen pretty quick on these, so... Oh, no. We just got, like, moths everywhere. I'm just going to have to let everything burn inside. It's fine. Alright, we can stop among it all and grab these, at least. I've got plenty of stuff to trade you. Anything in here that we need from them? I'll take tomatoes. There we go. That'll help. I'm going to grab a cheerful gathering, try and counteract this. Let's get... We don't have enough to get this one, so we're going to hit a spore cloud from that one, unfortunately. Same with that one. We might not hit that one either, but we can hit this one. Come on. Another spore cloud incoming from that one too. Nope, we're good. I think I hit it. We are fine. Let's help this exhaustion. This one is it's going on for ages. Oh no, we got the moths coming and everything. Oh, man, just stop. Exhaustion meter's pretty high. We can keep knocking it down, though. He's going to keep growing. I don't mind these ones growing inside, to be honest. Now, we got crazy infestation right now. Pest control. You need to kick in. I need to also kick in with these guys. So we're going to have to set them to harvest some of these. All right, we'll get them working on that. We're fine. Exhaustion's good. Oh, 2/3 of the way, I think. Have I got everything I need for that? Not quite. I might be able to hit this one, so I'm going to wait just in case. I'm going to hit another spore cloud here, though. Exhaustion bar is seriously high, so let's get some of these out before he cracks here. Get out on that one. Oh, it's going to be close. Boom. We've got another one. I'm just going to have to keep sending out to these just to get his exhaustion bar all the way down. Come on. And again. Good. Right, hurry up and grow, man. Right, we're good. Holy crap. People aren't happy, but we're surviving. All right, we got 3 more. There should be enough to keep the exhaustion down. That one's going to be fine. The bloom is good. So I'm going to send out to all of them because that is going up stupidly quick. Happiness is holding on as well. Right, I think we've done enough for this to bloom. Wonderful. And there it is. Oh, it's glorious. So basically, we've untainted the lands. Look at that. See even some little lakes and that coming through. I feel very attached to this game right now. I think we did it. This is it. All seeds are in full bloom. The fungal colonies are withering away. If everything plays out as Nova predicted, this might just be the beginning of a new era. For humans, for Onbus, for all of us. I cannot begin to tell you how proud we are of you. Thank you. Looks like our Onbu has fallen into a deep slumber. It deserves as much after everything it's been through. But with its kin growing so close to it, I'm sure it will sleep well. Now then, do you want to come down with me? I see that a few of our scavengers have already grabbed their gliders. Let us explore our new home, my friend. Ah, it's a baby Onbu, look. Guys, that's been the Wandering Village. Thank you so much for joining me, the 1.0 as well. As always, please do hit the thumbs up. This has given me the same feeling I got the first time I completed a mission on Frostpunk 1. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Take it easy, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.